But we are seeing one. I share videos be every go social media.
Videos where?
Say we are seeing it down or wrong place. You know what you go.
Oh, patch on.
Hey, Abna.
Your patch on put me tell you a developer. Because the direct
Abna, any easy.
And whose fault is it?
It's the fault of the one who decided to build at the wrong place. And the government has done so well in demolishing such a strong building. Charlie, because we're wasting too much money in trying to curb these things around. But yeah,
I think
it serves as a better deterrent.
Yes, no, we'll go to Assassin.
Assassin, they are not turning the Abna. How come? Ibenya Kumayale.
I didn't.
Assassin to Okrumwa. Oh, until we didn't get it. But I am happy, sir. I buy it to the next wa. Or yeah, the Sefata. It's what I would then see baby and ye be a bomb pie mouse say Yemubun in them. Ah, now your home toy. What to call a bruchin where sit down or wrong place or Ghana, not and so in year. Yame and show you say, Babani, good and in the abony be another for Bonnie. The other for Bonnie, the auto assassin or Nimo. And I make us say, who are butcher 1 minute. Said your cotton and so nim. So is there a right channel on him say I have the father. I know that for a fact my land it's supposed to be so, Babna. Suppose neighbor for sister I am fully do so much video as oh sister I thought I was 7 indentures. Indenture back 7 as I say back. So still the owners are coming. But in the emede pa abna ibedi komo letter ba ba me ka sem we tew some me ka tew ni say sem bebele sisi enra no video bi amanije ye esan ye me areho ni ahoho and I'm kind of say ahoho ye proud. Yes, I felt excited. If you don't take us an answer, but no, you di action area or in the video. That's like a tornado. And you near me there, but I'm kind of a few meetings. Udi cake in the one few Jadi, now Krama dinner for meeting. Ah, and you remember, I'm not saying it. But remember, don't I show me that one? I was actually and you sir, and you know to get them, then you know, and when you were down for you, cranny guy, I didn't the day. Oh, in crying, trademark, not to own cranny gospel artist. Oh, Perez, you know. Mao, the passing way. Sadly, it's one of the. It's new, but it's one of the. What matters? One bar found. It paid me, but it was a good time. It was nice, and we are grateful to God for the life of Kofi Addo. Yeah, and for his eyesight. Yes, sir. We pray for more clearer eyesight. Yeah, and for whoever has stepped on the toes of Kofi Addo. When Kofi gains his eyesight, we'll come back and step on their toes, because Papa and your fear. Is that what he said, or you are saying? I am saying, but I've been quiet. I want him to gain his sight to go and continue a fight. But as he told you he wants to fight when he gets. It's not because he wants to. I want to fight that fight because I am involved. But can you cry more than the baby? Then then have you seen this afternoon? This girl is crying profusely, uncontrollably. Our one and only Aisha Moody. Because of her brother. The brother is dead. Yes, I had the same payment. One of his sons was. We don't know if it was an obituary note for one day, but Usha didn't be enough to I think we should find the same brother because they have videos. Yeah, and we are can so just so just. What to be now? Was it would be a year. When you say Apola. I may say, son, also, I mean, you might go there. Simply manche the bell. Yeah, I mean, for any crazy. Yeah. Now, and the Pama, I said that you are sent up for which say, what you are on the program. Goes into the issue.
Yeah.
I say me your boy for me your angel of light. Yes, sir. I already
The minim
not today we are not sure. But abna, young country baby our wale say who use you empowerment grow as one of your antics and our strengths against ukunu. Send a beya ebia wadwin say o punish ukunu. Me say ma wote asese abna, it will work for some time. Because men are not that men are very adjustable to such attitude and such behaviors. In a sense, and now we are maybe all pound cho and now all ye be who said we are no pen. Relax. When a man gets adjusted to it, you will suffer. And the adjustment of men in such scenarios and such activities, no, or refer back to the masturbating activities. No, starting masturbating. So you are not important. Everyone inside you. And you are one. Obu also or looking forward to a side chick. Obet we are born. Ama wabomode empty in the system.
Yeah.
Obi also on use side chick or masturbating. The obeya say obes bury the head in smoking or drinking. Obi so on smoking, on drinking. Obe bury the head in church activities to become partially involved with things of God. But he's not seeking for God. He's looking for a space to pretend he's okay, which is more dangerous than all the rest. The church one is Obi Ebanisa. Onye Sanyama way bin onye bia. The obeya they say obetina the baby di na wafa wadwen bone na daachi bi no o de tua will come back. Enyanme arefa mutie me. Some moods ni nyina ebia enye, but you're careful so men can easily adjust.
You don't think women do that?
Women don't adjust.
What do we do?
Because women can decide not to do. It's not adjustment. Adjustment. Because a man to make us a mean, you many of them and it work for them. And on your adjustment.
Okay, ask you to me, do me a switch.
Say one can switch and never pada. And ba mu libido na hu touch ma. What was here? And I to me and reviving it back. By foot one is here. Abna makache o hwe na ewu na ewu arebe ho. Eya akache frema ene ni birthday. Makache muntu frema fo. They say dia mate dey say enokura dia muntu ni fo mame. Why? Muntu ni fo mame. Say and in the name of white birthday no. Major Victor na cake mutua na mo ha.
No.
Mutua cake na mo ha. Ale na say money bi aseme. Eti dia make can say twa hu ye. Na we be anto.
Don't try to use sex as a means to punish your husband.
Don't do it. And don't also force yourself to give him sex when you're not in the mood.
Then what should you do right now?
Don't get into that situation at all. Both the young, the old.
How do I not get there? If you're offering
both the young, the old, the up and coming, the primary users, remedial users, secondary users, and tertiary users. This information is proudly brought to you by Makwe Ginger Honey Chips. The story of the day is very, very emotional.
Oh,
have you seen the story?
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that we can't pick her on radio. We'll do it on our TikTok. Say 12 years after her own, 12 years down the line, she's not being able to have a child again. The story is painful, but let's have it read to us, and then we will do what we are supposed to do. It's a learning curve. Na nanka ye omre anka ye bibisa se obi afemu bida na ofemu oye ne same. We are dealing with the psychological part, we deal with the medical part, and we deal with the traditional parts within our settings as husbands and wives.
We have 10 minutes. Do you think we can do all that?
Yeah, but
I don't think we should give our opinions. I think
no, your opinions matter because you are the first group of people that I see here with. Abna, you are aware that when a man leaves the house, he doesn't think about the wife. Any true husband that thinks about the wife when you leave your house, you have a mental deficiency. And the story for the day. Doreen, a queer nipa. Read the story. Why are you interested in this young man like that? Why? If you love him, tell us, let's do something for you. It's just a contribution.
Freeman's boyfriend, I beg you.
Oh, Freeman.
I don't want to lie.
This one too, you collected. This one, you've collected this one too. And the other one, they say the other one is for you. This one is for you.
Sorry for the day. Freeman.
Oh, Freeman.
Hello, Counselor Luther.
Your face like
Pastor Charles. This is Pastor Charles. I'm seeking your knowledge in my state of imbalance.
Very bad. Now, read your name. I see you are away from my hearing.
Hello, Counselor Luther. This is Pastor Charles.
Cool.
I'm seeking your knowledge in my state of imbalanced emotion. My friend gave me an information about my 39-year-old wife. She has experienced, how's it going to say? Hysterectomy.
Yeah, cool.
She has experienced hysterectomy, and due to this, her womb or uterus has been removed. I am the only son of my family, and I have been married for more than 8 years. They are putting pressure on me to have my own children. My wife, knowing that her womb had been removed after she got pregnant 3 years after our marriage, and suffered ectopic pregnancy, has been quiet about it, but chose to share it with her friend, who happens to be my best man's friend. Should I divorce her? Before then, I need you to educate people on the causes of ectopic pregnancy and early pregnancy for married couples, and how to continue with their lives, because my wife has changed. I have prayed and prayed, but nothing seems to change. What should I do? Do I divorce her or what? Kindly help me.
Hello, Counselor.
Yeah.
Pastor Charles.
Go.
Wait there. Me here will name dear. I will be state of imbalance emotion.
See what baby cake can do.
The imbalance emotions, my dream was all kind of true say imbalance emotion. I can't see.
Mr. Freeman.
Why? Freeman, until one not to walk away. Move. Madam Fubia Mami, information about me here already 39 years. What? Ye na wodie. Me so many bema bakupa me dem gusu. My wife me here more than 8 years. Omo the pressure to me said that ben na me wo mma. Me here nim say ye na wodie. 3 years ago, and ya worry anymore, say what you. Debi ya worry 3 years, and na wonyin say na ekoshe ni fallopian tube mu, and na omu yi ene ni uterus ni bi afiwo. Now so waye din afa ho. Na danfo no koka chem. Na wanya lucky na danfo no so ye me best man na danfo. And na me best man abeka asi mu ya chem. Minya na now so before beja no. Me here say obe chere nipa the cost of ectopic. Any early pregnancy for married couples. Nese no mbeko so abo omo abrabo. If you say me here sisa, my bumper ya abo na so she ensisa. E dia na minja na minne Mr. Obwan.
Abla answer na obe my opinion. Early pregnancy the ochira say wale ya nyam. Ana yen tutun shada. Obitumi wura awadiem. No say me mama who 2 years. Me mama who 3 years. Ebia me yere no go school. Ebia na ebesi asisi nyama bi ye. En no obisa say sa che na omo che so mo ware ye no. Enfie miensam. Anse no mo ye omo adwen say ye pe ba. Ho na nyinse di kan ba ye no. Ehun sunsun so ya ba enada ne enti obisa nyama mienu. Say ye bia o wale ya no. Ye ma ho kwan na wonyam. Ana wale ye ne twen kakra nya abotre. Nanya mfie mienu mfie miensa mfie num ande mi say toilet roll nyama mienu ne de obi a papa na chi odipa na nim se sia na mu sia de pa no ye ko enim de ambesa mche say me twa hu foni a kire mo say ye social media so de ambesa me kan edin o yas ba say eni ehu anu nka see something say something to do abna de ambesa mche say oh bisa say oh wale ya should you get pregnant immediately so that if there are any challenges you will fight them earlier. But if they are not your wife say, none of you year 1 to 1 to be tino. Or see, oh, memo fa yin saying any day, and tata. No, mutina was for 3 years. 3 years down the line, they are 8.5 near 9 years. No, mgonyano. Oh my yes, emba. Chirema de ba ya ya ko ye na e de ectopic ba ya e setom ya bam e no bisa say education here, but maybe so from maybe non-medical point of view. I mean, you're a woman. You've seen a lot of women too as well. Maybe you had people who have gone through this phase.
Yeah.
I said fibroid, cyst, and any other growth is not the same. Yes, they are not the same like ectopic. Mind you, this one we are discussing here comes as a result of taking seed. Fibroid is not that. Until today, we are still researching on what really fibroid is, because all the histopathology reports that we receive is just to be sure, say, what we've taken out is the right thing and it is not cancerous. But what really fibroids are, they are growths that we believe, say, back into the system of the woman's, whatever I call it, or a new one, a son say, one, in quote, you see, you are fertile. 2, you are sexless. It helps these to grow. So mo amatra mo so me chiao ene no awoda na me man kwatenten why you say wo de enye hu na bedi hwe na wanya bi abna your opinion and your view.
I think first and foremost, how did your wife get a hysterectomy and you know about? Where were you when she was going through ectopic? Did you not go to the hospital? How could the doctor take, like, I mean, if you were there, you would have heard about it. You would have known, because in that moment, madam, if the husband was there, he would have known. That means that at some point, he was negligent. So first and foremost, I think that part makes him a bad wife and a bad husband. And then for the wife not coming to tell him, I think it's very bad. And it is a grounds for divorce. It is a grounds for divorce.
Why?
Because you didn't give me that choice. She should have given him that choice. Me right next time I need you. There's a difference between me son and me quiet abortion where baby na me would and media about arenas you. Where they are through no fault of mine, through nature's whatever. Manyem and I caution wrong side and the try. Now you're trying to manage like in MZ in account. Because usually I know they are supposed to cancel the Peruvian. So I don't know what will happen for her to go through all of that. But if something has happened and you have lost it all, Papa no you you will know. And to keep this man from creating a lineage, I think that is wickedness. So if he can, I mean, if he can live without children, then fine.
But he made it clear to you that the family is the only child.
You see, there's a difference between my family wants me to do this.
And that's why he said the family wants a child.
No, that's what I'm saying. There is a difference between my family wants a child and I want a child. If he really wants a child, we'll go on because the family is giving him pressure. But if he really, really wants a child, he should leave the room. Or he should tell her that, mommy. Because if you had given me the chance, he gave me a better surrogacy. I mean, he gave me a surrogacy. It's all my 8 years I have between. Akuma baby and Kaby and coming there and I say. So it's either say, or because say, and I say, let's end it because I mean, you don't have a womb. It's a very big something. You don't hide that. You must let the man know.
I'm the one you not gonna go in a topic here.
One name not own.
Thank you. But you want to go for buy?
For you to get ectopic, now we're underlining health conditions.
Until you meet a sperm.
It's that is either way saying can you say meow cow baby.
But you see,
but you see, that's why I'm saying that. In that instance, that's why I started with where were you when they were taking over?
So I'm not whole, but unfortunately, there are times that they have surgery for people and you are not in the knowledge there. Or see, I think a back church and I see.
That means you can care as a counselor.
No, I'm not saying here.
Because they're not catching us back or showing us and who is an banner for saying it's a group because a man doesn't know. So if, I mean the man is supposed
bibia man but onim said the who's when you him. It happens.
It's a maker say you are not
it happens where some informations are not disseminated to you as a husband.
So that means she lied to him.
Well, call it a lie or call it this defensive mechanism to keep you sound.
This thing is lineage. This thing is way beyond.
Because I will come my band with the who pass what he said.
Oh, exactly. White now.
He says it every day. He tells you. No, he tells you that what he's gone through. Tell the story very carefully.
That's Uncle
David tell the story very carefully. I said I didn't the example. Yeah, always listen to his conversation.
And what does he say? Because I listened to some of them.
That he's
does
not.
He regret it?
He has never said he's proud that he didn't have a child.
But must he say I am? Nobody will be proud of.
So I'm saying that the importance of marriage is to have a child. And they maybe by ever can once.
I think that time is up.
What the last point with you? What is your take on your worry and your one term as assemble by one?
It is solely based on your fertility level. I think the education is the moment I'll be who say they are middle age bearing, a childbearing age. Sa a vitamins ne sa we no to
I'm not childbearing age.
Say the how you know you are not ready, but when you say biological clock, when you say at
some age.
Or say like or say 9 years in a more age.
And that's not 31. 31 and you know, say your age.
No, but I will say you catch us say as you are getting older. In your 20s, it is easier to have a baby. As you are getting older, it gets difficult. So to prevent that when you are ready, and then maybe you too, I wouldn't say, what you will do is that, and that's what you can do is that maybe I will BGYN or a so that at the time you are ready, no, and that's all very ready now for the real protection. That is because you cannot force yourself to be ready for a child. If you are not ready in the marriage, you are not ready.
And so what do you say? You are in Tema, you are in Santa. And
you know the baby. The Yanni said, "We're making sure that we're ready to apply the baby. Now, are we okay? So the baby. It's and that's also when they're ready to now. What you want to?
But the earlier the better. So we want for Chima. So we starting to want to
and the earlier the better. And you know, we are the end of the way. We are who obedience class anybody easily. Or will be a vessel for animal family. If you are only, if you are who could have found a more than more cover.
No man wale. Monso ya mo pede wa wale fie. Wa won wale da meet you.
Attend them grind.
So wale ni na ka say you.
Well, I think it's a up now because really, I think the lady did not try.
For
our yet and penetration, some country can't be anymore. I mean, you're supposed to tell them. Now will be said, you will be a befia by the who goes in artistica, or quite a woo ya, and can hopefully listen a boosting affordable. And to know it is not an information you keep from your husband. He has to know. I'm also wondering how come the husband didn't know about all of this. I don't know what I here. Say, Bibi or her, any story man at some point, was he absent? Was it that Bibi and the lady was upset into one country? And if he was there, how come he's not aware and posted the area? And not then and the area no so crown. Your husband is not your first point of conversation. If you have a problem, especially something that affects both of you, why must it be another person? And these are common mistakes, I think, say, was a yes, because when you be worried, both of you are supposed to talk about this clearly, where you can't even argue or debate it. This is something that has to do with me, and to some extent, your family. When to be crying, maybe a man, and our woman trying to ask for help. Now, what the down for partner such an issue? Now, what's the hope? Not several years into you are wasting the man's time. The man can divorce her. Wait, the clear case. I don't think, unless of course she's able to come and tell me that. BBC, a man who this as and just a part, the man has been in her life and has supported her, given her all the necessary support. And a one can't change it. With me, Jano, koda. We and yet we be answered. And I'm talking about.
So you're saying that the man should divorce the woman?
Of course, it's on to me. I mean,
no, if you are the one, will he say they should divorce you?
I will not do what the woman has done. I won't do it. In the first day, why would I do that? He's my husband. Bibi Nkoya, he's the one I'm supposed to talk to. And to me, sorry, and baby. And madam for a new comma, but I mean, country. Well, if I do that, I don't even value or cherish our enemy. A difference how or you'll be going out here. And I think that the man has to divorce her if he's not comfortable.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not considering Yamri my church, but ectopic pregnancy, and yin saying about a PFE, a woody and Makoto, a woody nechi. Sabi a little bit new from so, and yet bear money bear Martin thing. Because we got kind people with Facebook, you know, say bear money bear my dad and bear money what?
That's a several copy of it's
on Facebook. And Tom can't say I'm doing foreign now because
I'm sorry.
Eti Moka se frema any foreigner enam ya da chioma kwa we na misuro ma frema. Esa se enkoma ye di no foreigner so no ya igbeni onye siremuni eti meka chom so bi se ono sa no de. Men fa ne la ese before any sa be ma na ye kan bi. What ti dem kan say? Asma me kan say abna. Uyam na show. Asante fosu ni bi eti mensuro. What was here? But enkoma ne say ye kan na see ectopic pregnancy. It is the pregnancy that is formed out of it because fertilized egg, abonting. Abna is carry.
Fertilized I was trouble back. Charlie,
abna is dangerous.
It is.
Yembom paye maya maba. Yembom paye maya yirinum. Or baby answered who ye son say abna copy or her. And the funny thing is, it's between life and death.
Because you might not know.
Because Abna, so the funny thing is that if you don't do an ultrasound, you don't even know this. So
yeah.
So please, men finding centra. The fact that you miss your period, go and look for which position is this. Miss Rauti mina onyema. Kona nanse ambe for kwan so na aba no. Kona ye say ye bia wonyi se na dahe. Se na be ase wan touchima. Yen yi ni ntam. Enye de bia na you womb. The removal of the womb or hysterectomy is not the first option. It is one of the options. But Mr. So baby, enu krunya sa adwin. Dr. Fonso yesrem say asem ni ba say a. Hey woman cheche munu nkoma mema no munti asem na se. What them can say? E to bia ye man chire munu yie. E say the doctor no be ade na go chire mu nsu chire be me yanka. Go be ma na nti ase kosi say efi baabi na baaye. Oba no so ko bo ne nyonku bia mane. The entire best man be bo ni kunu mane odwin se bia ni kunu ni nim dada. And oba be console na no dey be obe man abotre say challenge abotre. Mesre obi a wutie me. Wafa ectopic muda. Ana bibi say aba no. Enye mu nyina na muntumi wo. But to be koye a rapture. You say rapture da. Chi no. Rapture
dey you paya.
And a rapture dia na say you two sa na morning tem na wonya kwan.
That's not one we charge you. Ube
wo e di owu ne nam. E ma monhwe mu yi. Na sa na abena kan ye no. Wonya obale nso na wonya wo ya. Enye de bia na otwa obenya. Enye de bia nso wan twen so obenya. To one na montem. To one na montem. Unim da se obetumi anyem. Until abema bi e de no ho be count. Amanyi saba. And Bible say mo matena twen. Fitimi benkum ekomanim ni machi. Mo amohwam ni mo amutie na mo te wa mo twen. De mo twen de mo pe na mo nim. Mesre mo menka se mo nkongodi mu ho. Ba mo hwesa ye bia daache. Metumi nya kwan a obi atofo ana. Na obi hwehwe ne nana one for the trouble samso. Ana do fanya me ho. 0277 609 na kai se bema ni bema wa emma ectopic 609 enye foreigner 644 0277 609 Prima Air Man Warning 0277 609 644. Now one year for mama and they say the sanity here can't one mommy yale.
Ebusia na e go for no sakasa bo and dey move fan che ye di mu time kakra. O che oga my to dey go to.
Afan edubum ana pe wo mo jantuma early
so what
light manufacturing. Can you clone any man and make you trying Sandelias and said that Bob na a digital service.
So we have a story from one of our women who has gone through ectopic pregnancy, and for 12 years she's not been able to have a child again. Do you understand her? So we want to try as much as we can and then solve our issues around inside, and then let's go it together. So let's do it together. So what is an ectopic pregnancy? One thing we're going to learn today. But Rich Wife will be present today. Tell us what she has faced, what she has gone through with an ectopic pregnancy. Is it preventable? Is there anything you can do to prevent yourself from having an ectopic pregnancy? Like somebody said, a longer male organ of a foreigner can cause you to have ectopic pregnancy. I don't know why people think that a foreigner can cause you. And when I say foreigner, they thought it was this. The guy on Facebook says that a foreigner with a long male organ can lead to ectopic pregnancy. And obviously, or can crashes only a branch be die. So now only the die or say one akuma who say Bemane will want akuma and will want akuma. Uncle she saw Nimuna Akurana could peer out of the womb. And to share Beman said, the Beman than said a one. I will Facebook corner kind. It's yeah, yeah, die said a one, and I say Moon Suroyan. I say yama ectopic pregnancy. It's unsaid. Ectopic pregnancy in the area, come on. Now, the recovery from anybody who has gone through ectopic pregnancy is easy. He has his own fears, he has his own challenges. Emma Ehuba, and put your ectopic pregnancy. So now, down for 4 a banner. Now, down for 4 banner. Well, at the assembly, now down for 4 banner. Now, down for 4 banner, what you say? Doreen, any ectopic pregnancy, na free my banner, name shishino. And can come in and tell you more. I say, but yes, a fear is another form of fear. They say, you could be in your fibro. One shot won't so be so many biana. What did them can I say? It's how me fear, yes, and other challenges that is associated with ectopic pregnancy. And you best see a manako. I be a no crest say, while no one won't tell my unya ectopic pregnancy. That's another myth from so I'm got here. Now, ectopic pregnancy, I by 4 years. So for so a bohum piasa, a branch I cannot say me. One so now when you're ectopic pregnancy that Branian can. Abaye be we are wake say ectopic pregnancy in Onyabi. Tabo school. On your Tabo school, and you're rushing to go to my hospital. You're in the go to my hospital, near who say, son and yin son is outside the womb. Based on that, as a young girl, ni mami bu fuye. Tamani mambe do why catch and say, his stretched and say, yeah, man. Young girl, na afi and a war school, na secondary school, no secondary school, 3rd year, and na okoshia sa kwenshia. It before baby school, fe, ne tu bebre, ne nu fo bebre. Anso no be si jom so be ware no. No idea no nim that I said based on the ectopic no nya ye ni ti no. Award dey ye fa na wo a on wo bi. But what must say? Onya won be wo. And so no dey na dey na wo ho dada. So before she entered into the marriage, she had that particular thing. Say she had ectopic and then her womb was removed. We will learn very important, sir. At the end of the day, sir, Ekobani said, Obianya ectopic pregnancy. And no, yes, nipano, now I say, no, dino, no, I abortion da. Danya many and no cray, and ya cry, and yes, sir. So there are too many things that among Crofaka Omudiashe. No cray woman say, Obeya, Obia, this body say, I don't know one country, I don't know one Ukro auntie, I don't know when you as you train. No cray say, and yes, I was sharing when you as you train. A tony be and send BC, and money your mother say, make a catch any, no bashishino, Niamba Shishino, one shall be a dear young, Nina, a can come on. Eti and net and Komai Bedino, Yamiado, Abaria for 12 years. Mammy in position, mammy. Or see on your ectopic, 12 years, near to me, baby abuse. Yea, and his tetomia, na. Ye womb, na. Ye uterus, na. Service, no, benya, as a man. Why would you be out in Fibiano? And they are this yambre. Na me fat no crescent, I mean, cassette. Mr. Woo, say be as my air came. A mao young kai in Kaya debi. Eddie a yaw a brewa. Mr. Sefachayan. I didn't use you. I be a one so who account. Say, Uso say, only baby better. Now one shanning Sanako Toby before from. I may chidemu when you're some. But more than a chassis, na you should who say, I am bia unya nkosia, anaw tu nkosia, nkosiano, ya, a saniba. Because in your fallopian tube, where you produce the eggs to meet the spermatozoa. After the eggs are produced, say it has to descend into your cervix. Now, say enkoto cervix no more. Ho ena de asem no eba. Enti adisua bebre o ho say emma ne mema nyina yesua. Wo ade ba ko a meka ho bi say mfumsu ayeye ne say emma ya le no ye kire emma nko a yamfa mema anka ho. Enkomodie bi te say menstruation. Menstruation yes na oba ebu ne nsa. Yamfa emema anka class no. Yeko ni yeko lecture. We only lecture the women and leave the men, or talk to the girls and leave the boys. No credit say your man nim what menstruation is, and nim what is fallopian tube, and nim what is cervix, and nim what is uterus, and what is uterus. Say sanyama we nyina your man su nimbi, and yet because of more medical school, and yet because of study science. But your man nim at the Kodia. The boy they say, ne yire wo ho na ne yire ne yire ebu ne nsa ana ne yire ehu tochema e wo sa nyama mbia e ya eboa mama men kan no say enye abenfo yale. I repeat, enye bonsam ene edeba mesre enye so obi ya bone enye obi a wadi ne ho saa ene nya ectopic enye obi a ne kunu one ne daaye no ne bema wa te se mensa a awo na koma entin wo ho awo na koma obi a onye ganani ene ewiawe kobifo obi say if you sleep with a foreigner from Togo, Ivory Coast, ubenya ectopic ese sam crofo no mkote wa na se kwete tintin ne edinya ectopic here na ka sister yi wanya bi dadada ese abranti oni ne da no ne bema wa pa e wa tintin tinting pa and can be bema ya tinting e ya sem na teto subio obi a wa femu bi da no emma ehu bi wure ne mu ma on pese obanyim bi mu ana. Yes, people who have gotten ectopic pregnancies at times psychologically find themselves being afraid to get pregnant again. It becomes a social cognitive challenge. Challenge. And yes, you. Yeah. They be a mekase. Nyami ya wadom. Na ufefu. And we are one. And now nyuma one. They told me you. Utumi the nyin sene kowie 9 months. Eye 2. They told me son. Utumi the nyin sene befia. Traumatized, they no become or see, they become very traumatized. And yeah, is you. Yeah, BBC wo medjum. And after them better as I said, the entire your car say, me and share your busunya for. I saw it clearly. A day they made a court theater. Now I was on duty. Now nyama me pese me ye wo theater hon to say me nyanka bibia enya juma instantly so that she'll be saved. I'm telling you, and yeah, easy. It's one shot. You either pamper your partner, give them more than what they need, and now you will end up losing what you are going to have. Will be a difficult thing. Tell me, no cry me, and your back. And professor no cry back, and no cry, no cry, me. I don't know cry me no cry, and no cry, any no cry, and the me and sample me no cry, will no cry, no cry. Why no cry me ever? That's the thing. Me no cry, will no cry, no cry. And to be a better court to be a semi yetna who edin common. See me pa. Your passing judgment ni we are. No cry no. Eye nkofo mienu e dey asem ne ba ye no. Any no cry George no e kan ye. Me dey ene me ba se mesua dey. Ena me samba se ma be kira dey. Eya, the trauma is one of the areas I'll deal with today. Now, and yet, I was turn the conversation away from ectopic pregnancy because fibroid. Obi ko yi fibroid awa. Now, Dr. Katia say, Madam, Shana Nyim, and next year and so. Sadly, who? One shall be the one shall be the cotibone. One shall be my dear Biaka do anymore. What does he? I didn't make us one shall be do because said no crania me. Obeso to go and can Cotia be doing and yet do. But his son say, a doctor Biaka said, when do one yama, fibroid must have baby untino. Now the Medica could dear Biaka. Yami, we are more. Hey, say, maybe I would done when he ban hooper. I'm not spray him a high one.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not patch must be a prophet to Facebook, TikTok, and your friend say ritual. I'm not saying I'm not going to do
ritual.
I'm not going to do. And I spray a drone a go win or see person of your friend rituals. I say, yeah, what tamale. But no, yeah, no fish locally made. And yeah, oil. I said, your spray everlasting any a tulale and a womb. And the abra pia coca cra sent in the Councillor says, India found. Hey, who be I like? And someone what is sent in a more frame. It's not make a man, Tianka, Kameka. Oh, that's it. More sent in some making. Oh, that's it. Main share and common and common. The story for the day, Abner. Let me concentrate and forget about this distraction. See me pa abrabo yebo and two a yakasa grown yedi. Meaning baby abnanam ma come story ama me ne. Na say I ti say abna ye busy bisa. Onwa no nim die nti a oyesa. But you monk when you I've never of the kind story my bekoyenim. But net Yama baby anybody fear because the trauma associated to ectopic pregnancy, the trauma associated to fibroid, the trauma associated to cyst. Adebia oba FM is son now would dear home anana ya da ya se home. A toribia, a convention of Fajina. Let any womb. Abnane Dori Muka say, Papana Yeni. A toribia. And your Berman in Fum so. Yeah, your wire is Sabian, Yansuya Kahudi. And Pempino, the Asia Yadi Buani Yanya. We end up not really taking the people through the right counsel. So we end up making them suffer. There are times so that we see that the men are not in the shape to receive the information of the loss of the womb of their spouse. My issue is, if your egg doesn't descend and you don't meet a sperm, you will not have anything called ectopic pregnancy outside the womb. If you don't meet a spermatozoa, you will not have pregnancy outside the womb. That is why I asked Abner, can't we blame the man that if he didn't come to impregnate the lady, she will not have any ectopic? Well, it's an argument that you can follow me if you want to make a case out of nothing. Because this woman could have lived without an ectopic if she could have not met this man's sperm. Okay. Can it also be that there are people that they could have had a lot of ectopic, but because they are sleeping with men whose sperms are not active. Sister, you don't know you can get pregnant when you marry until you start looking for pregnancy. And this afternoon, when I posted a story, somebody called me and said, "Counselor, I'm sorry, no, I posted." And I'm saying, also on your topic, only a woman. But from the day on your topic, you be seeing it. Yen saying abundant is say, June Sabako. Why are you asking me? It's been 19 years in marriage. Now, what you are not doing, and you machine. And who be about who so see so when you know no slow so benyum. Also, slow so ben obedi no aquanium. And when you know that when you know or the trend who preventing pregnancy by action, by movement. Oh wow. May God intervene on her behalf. Yes. 19. The head then is all in them. Also, share the group ready 22. And a first pregnancy in Ectopic. The papa did not turn for 19 years. Ni sending him by. And you hear them catch and say, on friend, mending cover. Let me say, Bearman question the moon so. You see the question I asked. At times, once or no so when you're Ectopic, one shall not was well blame me in the sense, say, a year say, Bearman dear, obey me. His son say, 1 year would that. But bia or no so on the movie ya and an sure mwamba no touch ma. It don't mean on to me your baby of you. On to me your baby of you. And you see a one case. My daughter say. What's the can I say? Eti ye be sua de na ya pima ko ye ni. Ye be sua de apima ko ye ni. Lady Victory be that say. I don't know how to get a story to you in case I've been bad because your WhatsApp number is not here, my lady. Lady Victory says, it says, where you day? Lady, this is a move. I'm not sugar dear. For some time now, no, the busy now by a business. But whatever it says, you treated the story for today. Yeah, call your name no this nearby. What is ectopic pregnancy? And my issue is how to manage ectopic pregnancy. How to know that your pregnancy is ectopic. And at what stage does hysterectomy comes into an ectopic pregnancy condition? Emre ben ena obi ectopic no ema ho kwan ema ye womb no efi ho. Na ectopic ni hifa na efi. One edeba aboa ben ectopic na ye kan asem bonsam na edeba yale bi e wo widie mu a eyi ne ho adi pie ana sansem nyina ye be kan na ye di sanko. There are a lot of myth ye ka say myth nsem bi enye no kure na so ya gi atumu sa ama edi enya fa ectopic pregnancy but enede nyame ado opew umpew adeɛ baako a yɛsua ne sɛ ectopic pregnancy adeɛ a sɛ yɛamfa nibere amfa mu anyɛ mu bibia mmaa bebree empene sɛ ɔmbɛdi ɔmo bio eti na masɛm bi sa kɛseɛ ne sɛ ectopic pregnancy and its effect on marriage. What is the way forward? Ekoma yedi se uhume oteme nka di aboama enkomo yi akọ n'anim eye makpe ginger honey chips. Makpe ginger honey chips obebia everywhere you go obenye bi. Isi amini udi nkomo de nyankopon ade. Makpe ginger honey chips ebi ewo UK, ebi ewo US, ebi ewo Germany. Wenum any dear what US. I didn't think that women were US. Well, US one in pet 12 dear. 12 dear name what sales and marketing team no. Enti omama ye de dear was such a team and aba. Enti nyame ya dum na wo kondo celebrate makpo ginger chips a. Men ko baby a. Baby a say wo de wani kire no. Eye bia no bro no a ye de sa we ne ko. Uko UK the same thing. Uko US the same thing. US one the only say for 862 215 2007 862 215 2007. Oh US now we tie me now pe makpe ginger honey chips fresh sanama we baby a wo bia ye be ship the bro se sia wo fresh se sia no na post office 1 point there you tell you more point the next day delivery but some upon lay a call the next day they end the same day delivery because a makpe ginger honey chips now saka now so why we be a fee so ena utie ni na wo UK enye baby a keke na abenye bi wo UK Palms African Shop from 079 Palms African Shop 079 601 18139 079 601 18179 sa enkrofo kai boya media to enimi ade ese usua ne se and therefore ba obenya bia yo go to the African shop enye makwa ginger cheese for the wo once akọ ho bo se nyama bibidi wo sa nso na akọ ho ba bia onya eya obi e wo ayase during menstruation di ohia MSP 30 and no so ebi wo US ebi wo UK US for the ohia ne say 862 215 2007 sana UK so the ohia na wana na me tu dwama wo UK na opani pa dia 079 079 611 1611 8139 see na wani bi 079 601 139 601 18139 601 18139 tie me na me say media to you UK pe and afra be nya sa na man fra ma me wo UK na kan say counselor little ginger ni bi ene embedo ni bi na unnu hu da se uto makwa ginger chips ene ahoboabo ayaye e ba be fa sa akonya yi so at spreading the good news of what makwa ginger chips and MSP 30 can do. Call them now. Call them now or send a WhatsApp to them now, and your life will never ever be the same again. So the story is being read of a young man who is also not just a man, but he's a pastor, responsible enough to do what is right. Before I went on a commercial break, I was looking forward to see Abna Sugar so she can come up here and read our story for the day. Well, Abna is not here, so when you make a request, I will pick you up. And I'm surprised today we're dropping down. I don't know what is happening to our algorithm because our network is stable, but the attendance is small. I don't know what it is. but we need to work around what it is. Whatever the situation is, we need to work around it so that we don't become victims. We become good supporters of the game. If the story is read to me, it will help me. But once the stories are not read, it detaches me from the original reason for the letter for today. Avinash, you guys not here. I see a request. Let me see what that is happening. No, I must say it's a long time. It is a new macho. And then I must say one of them. I must say one more quaba. We have a cordial. And then I'm go pass. And come on, ye about a ectopic pregnancy. What did you know that? What's the ectopic that? And then I'm go pass. And nobody should be for ectopic. Why would that? Oh, I must say. The young pass is say out too. And I only call I met it. And come on, you didn't need a own tea. A topic that. What is a topic that?
I said that you.
Wow. 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 I said, now this year, I said, you are some power. Why we are not good so? Is it I said, then come on, I be in the so be or some power this year. Why we are not good so? Why was saying 12?
I show 2.
Are they?
12, they are not.
Ah. Now 2 there, 2 year.
2 no, yeah, so I said, yes, sir.
2 and you. Now 2 there, so worry. Oh, back on water. And oh, back on water, but 2 so dear. Can't call anyone. I say, a medical problem now, until now, won't come here, but say one else say, what will be until a dear. Ah, it are not 2 dear. A Black Star team. 12 there, Black Star team. I knew. I want to do here at the Osura Himemu Nam. Thank you very much. It is a deity I will you parents said the one up and yes, I want in the new one. I idea but say a life being a person whom now Bobo dinner on Bola, the system. See when him why. Na mo pesa do mo pesa e ma mo aba me wo me no abo me life then as the same be esi a me na me twa abena ba wa maka rich wife, welcome my dear, how are you doing?
Oh, and you?
I'm good. Abner has not come, and so when you have the story, you read the story for us today, and they are all lines. So
my other phone is off. Can I read it whilst watching?
No, you can't. It will go off. Unless you read it from a different phone. If the phone you are using is not the WhatsApp phone or the Facebook phone. Because if you go to Facebook with another phone. Okay. If you go to Facebook with another phone, you can get our story there. Our story is on Facebook. Those of you who are watching us. The story is on TikTok. The story is on Facebook at the same time. Oh my lady. Lady Akwaba.
Yeah,
Number 4 there. Because you do na what there? Mete say wa bom pemu de me ya. Na say na the okan na no the form ye.
O ti se ma ye de wo pem.
Mete say wa bom pemu na ye me ya de ba say the okan na no the form ye. Na nye wudi na ko.
O ti de ma bo, o ti na de bia me ya na ni hia bi no. O ma bo. Su me pemu. Si ama ya ne de.
Ade no etore bi a won say on ti say abaye wo ye friend say ono a wo mienu
Abaye me
na osi on wo bi ama
Masla
ama so wo mienu won
chai
ena so wo bi o
ka chami wo
na empema agro we ne je ho pa
pa cha daddy
Vic what it
ade de na ha no
minimo osi ne nje ho kra
o ya so o pem ma dukro de ade de na ha
ama Vic
ade de na ha o pem ma oh aso no worry o worry na wo I take out the budget, but I can't have my wife.
That's oh, I have a pet. Now, when you while as well.
Oh,
send your cousin will be on the send your whatever will be account.
Oh, my father says, yeah, you but I mean, 1 minute, yeah, bear man of the dear. Maybe missing out, I come by
Okay. You see, oh, Baba, Bama, Baba, Corner. Counselor. Yeah. Yeah, that's how about good evening, what are you Steven? Steven, maybe I one day they walk, I then cry, I day. Oh, betting center now.
Castle is a castle, they did them.
Also, Crook, I see when you'll be a good transit castle. Yes, you took one competitor or castle, Jones who competitor, Jones who depart now. Now, what trouble 10 years? Bagana, better as I see, I got us as a castle. Where's your growing? When you know, you was a baby. Brother-in-law, time, baby. Well, and come on, yeah, I'm a buyer here, Kevin. I'm anti Ectopic that. Anti and obesity, you said Ectopic. Until that. Vic, what is Ectopic that? Lady Victory. O Kafra, Okojunso, Oba. Lady Victory Kojunso, hey, wait, and I said, I didn't mean to ask you. Obi the heart about maybe I now wind there. And I've been in the intimate and I may pick here. Baby. Oh, is it mine? My heart, Mediana. Please stop on the screen and share the live. Please share the live for us. Our numbers are dropping. I don't know why, but then. Oh, let me be say what in head topic what is that? Only my decode here.
Yeah, Mapsida.
Okay. Unu mo bi our fabi muda.
Me son na me ti se ma me bi enya la se ask me ya me hu e me chen kasa die. Ani de ma tete keke but me hu bi obe me a wonye bi.
Yvonne, thank you very much, my dear. Mathieu. Amadi on Teda. Amantida. Amadi on Teda. It's an obession. On Tidini Crada. Odim say a bear man no ba. Amano. Amawa.
me wo Kumasi Fadi Bampana station. Topic view. Okay, I know fault. Tell me say me call primary man tennis but I maybe come.
Was a year can't but yeah
I'm not surprised, sir. Also until that. Because there was a time they call me in-law more empty. They were like Ectopic cool one sorry. So they didn't know what was Ectopic.
Yeah, until that.
It's me when I'm explanation and we're like, really? Then they have to talk to sorry for
oh yes.
Now confirm them talk it was so I won't say that.
Oh, that's it. Nyama ya kasi be lecture na I saw it in pene. I saw it be o hom bi se ni na ya bo nsam. Yeah, eti ya ka chira de on my nkwa ma ya ma chira hwe. Enye easy o. Enye easy, but sorry ni nyama bi a eboa. I said the church has a bigger gathering of people who are naive because here can ama okwa sorry until they say be sorry important sorry a man kwan and a youth week be women fellowship week be men fellowship week be and you invite him na mji kakra na ba akomase be kire akobete baba ama what menstruation da
Me patron
fibroid in so
me patron Matibida
and that prostrate in so
patron Martin
cerebral palsy in so
patron dem in
autism in so
hey patron in
autism no cry man
baby no big as about see walking can prove what case.
That's all.
You know, because to her no say on so only it's a very say you can answer that one or can waste people. So yeah, recently I got Ghana Tesla diabetes I had to the way I had to explain to somebody to understand certain things maybe I need money idea. It was only any idea. And I'm like, this is sad. Or Obia Waya, and I also more idea about it. No, Muslim, obey on your mouth.
It to the woman, I want to say, Idea wouldn't know anything until I'm going to the between.
Yeah.
That's it. So, a good platform saying in Arabic, idea in the way. Sabna, you know, the ever can letter me as quick as we can. Ritual phone now, which
I was going to see if I can screenshot it over here
on Facebook. Okay.
And chronic tablets. Yeah, because me was so they are meant to me kind.
Aye. And ritual can so the phone my whole idea and on the phone or low battery.
Oh.
It's Mummy and you go back to be a little cash. And just sad, yeah. This is a mere media before kind Maria.
Okay, so my main taking screenshots. Let me mute myself.
Okay. And the Vic, take a screenshot. Now, I've been said. Agura di addition and yesia. Wow, chair gift, Yankupon, Unshroud. Na ene ebesua de afa Ectopic ho na Ectopic na den Ectopic enye mframo say na em pronounce ni ya mfa nche Ectopic na answer aba hu say de making eye ana enye no mesra wan gudasie ni o UK kai say makpa ginger honey chips any MSP 30 no abaho na uye bi ana any other product from any African shopper. African shop ba ko pe na sisi ya ka say ya map ruba e wo UK so bia mane ade enfi homra e wo Chelmsford na ne number ne 079 601 18139 079 6011 8139 Ubenya MSP ni bi wo Ubenya makwe ginger chips wo. Misrao Toby nanom Toby nare. Isan say ayasi ye wo ya se ubu nsa enye normal abnormal. Makwe ginger honey chips. And MSP 30. Misrao order yours now. UK Namano enye nyama bia ensisa wutumi ekai. Odi two timi ebeka 079 6011 8139 079 6011 8139 Makwe ginger honey chips and MSP 30 and bedroom. Bomoding Natobi. Na wunu huda sell toy. Uwa Ghana nswa sa. Uwa US nswa 862 215 2007 862 215 2007. Na uwa Ghana dia kai say 0277 609 644. Madam Wina ase. Lady Victory was that a story nana?
Yeah.
Let's
see. Okay. Bear with me, just in case my screen. I don't know what's wrong with that screen. I say a call on and off, just in case. Yeah. But you very ready. Why? You balance to the
yes. Ama we dey say oh I mean na so we cover cover Amagana, thank you. So what kind? Amagana kwaba. Bibi aboko dey also good morning maybe. Good evening maybe. And a good afternoon maybe. Yeah, I'm quiet and now some Garcia Naba.
That's about me for Pastor Charles passing in Ambre man, I say.
Aye, sounds here and shots here.
Okay. And then Pastor Charles, I'm seeking your knowledge in my state of imbalanced emotions. My friend gave me an information about my 39-year-old wife.
Good.
She has experienced hysterectomy, and due to this, her womb or uterus has been removed. I'm the only son of my family, and I've been married for more than 8 years. They are putting pressure on me to have my own children. My wife, knowing that her womb had been removed after she got pregnant 3 years after our marriage and suffered ectopic pregnancy, has been quiet about it, but chose to share it with her friends, who happens to be my best man's friend. Should I divorce her? Before then, I need you to educate people on the causes of ectopic pregnancy and early pregnancy for married couples and how to continue with their lives, because my wife has changed. I have prayed and prayed, but nothing seems to change. What should I do? Divorce or what? Counselor.
Well, summer I see prime again our Canberra food. They are kind of so Canberra food here. Just so I see primary. Son our Canberra food. The Akan say Esther or Hank or Chile by Chimu. So I'm a school chair. I would say I stand to one such a idea.
Esther, wow, Esther, do you have a cookie money for it?
Oh man, good evening, no, good evening, Pacho, good evening.
Also, good evening. Now, I said, yes, Abrafaka, see, I can say, yes.
Oh, maybe I could be a material. I'm so over, no. I'm saying, no, Ninsay. I don't know friend is a program, not only.
Hey, sister, program, sister. Hey, Kukramba, hey, right here. Kokram, I'm to be here. Hey, Kokram. Galamsey. Hey, there you Kokram. Mr. Amanda, Kokram, hey. Josie Kokram, cancer.
Yeah, cancer, yeah.
And your cancer, Bato, Mr. There you Kokram. Kokram, yes, he no Kokram, your cancer. But when your cancer assembly, I can't miss it. Hey. Ah, 2 months you are Kokram. That topic any kid in one that you for crying moyale kidi action for yaleba ana say dia na me dia e kokram na abese okay that's a basic kokram na okopene wo enya bayisem okopene wo Nurse ben
ectopic no be can say e yin say a was say baby a photo na apply ni na ankoto ho but baby a friend no say for na akakwanzo aha yin say akakwanzo ankoto awudi
sa constipation. Where heartbeats? Where heartbeats?
She has a point there. What's the surgery? No. Also, we are in the surgery, no, when it's ruptured, it's happened to me. When it
big.
When it's ruptured, it doesn't go up to your chest. And from it's not the same as the ectopic. I say it was ruptured. So rupturing is different from ectopic. And I'm a counselor. So mama
maybe the ectopic can rupture. It can rupture.
A rupture can rupture. So
a rupture. A rupture, the experience is different. But nyame adom rich wife enye be 12 years on to me will be on etienne ye be sua fi ne ho na ya share the personal experience and sana me kire mo de ba kokromi a ye kire say atohwe o say atohin ye fumu yi ye be sua ba vika kan bro for mani kan chi ni mai kokromato hwe mu kokromato bi hwe mu eti kire wo twi mu ai letter na kan no fa bra twi mu ne yanko anaba san kan ne brofu bio na bra twi mu ai na Esther anti yanko
anyway abra bacho bra na enjoy the meet
abra ekodi tilapia ni benfu ome a obeba yanko
so okay. This brother they say Papa Child, me show on board the crown in the o send Makoba how massive be kakra. I say me young could be the assembly to many war me yera or war in fear at the sample.
39 years.
What was it?
39 years at the sample another.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has experienced hysterectomy, and due to this, a womb or uterus has been removed. Hysterectomy no pacho bin pano chimon panchemi.
This is Esther. Esther, hysterectomy ni chi ya dey.
Ectopic huneno.
Kezia Bacho, we are nurse and we are doctor and we are pathologist.
Me a public health nurse and a midwife specialist.
Oh, but same public health nurse, and they have a there. And then they have a there. Esther, but I never see the coffee book. Esther, coffee book. Now for crumb manche. Aba. Vicky, I've got Chechemuna, and then your midwife specialist. Yeah, tilapia.
Pressure to the show. More kind of so say was so you know where the wall. Nearing so any say they won't be free. Now what the free. And she on say on Jana say on worry if you say as some used to buy one come once a man true be said enough for Nadam for no so ye or no Nadam for his friend say yes Adam for more than for I son of mechanic or no Adam for into a body singing and sana what say as them nothing. She see on ja or you and I say or on Chana. Ediana on yan and a crack rampono or best say Obama nipa edition sa to the animal ectopic any or say early pregnancy for married couples and she not a prayer or honors.
One say my big one bread, but why are there? Abra and that from sa. It just no beside me, no beside, and so besides early pregnancy, and say a wale wa, a say one yam, and now Chenka cry, his son say, on any year no, or say a moon Chenka create a moon train females, and female say cheap, or banning fire phone, and a go fast, and she's on so you buy it. And where cheese sono, or my transit in fear 9 years, means any beam baby. On cotton quartier, the best man ever born, and my dear said. Na yiri eko catch there na downful bi na downful ndim best man e no so ba no be yi ni kunu asutie se sana de si and say na tie o unim dada na e na be man ni e na ma sisi no he's torn between sacking the wife and living his life to look for jobetuma awama no ana onja ne sa na so be se nkofo sua se ectopic no kra hysterectomy na eye den. Etenyanu ne adofo ene ye hia ne ebisua de but letter ipie ye pe ena menya information enkrofo bebiri omuka so muni ma de kode obi si ohun bi da obi ko kire on Facebook say oba benya ectopic na je say be mo ne da de kotewa ti say we di mama kama koma enti hey ye free bibi the myth. A myth, too many myths. Obisi, would the bear man in Cote Wada, Ubenya ectopic. Obisu oba, Odin Hubebre, Unya ectopic. Obisu oba, why abortion, sa, Unya ectopic. So you have too many myths about what ectopic is all about. And then, Nyamaya Dum, Yaya Babako, rich wife, or Cheso Nyebi, that your fair moon, Yamin Kwan and man in Kwan. And we children don't mean will be and that young kind of yaw, but on one say, on the bed sound common. And it's a rich wife, no send the line or pick a call. Ewa, only embra ni bedi sound common. He should stay with his wife. These are a lot of there are a lot of options to have children. On our own, a lot of options in the beginning there. Someone said, Togo for Burma 2 can give it up. Now the Ukru Togo ni and the question of a topic. Hey, it go be a binyo. Rich wife, about rich wife. All right, Kezia. Kezia, you can say Ectopic, a dang, and so a rich wife. What is Ectopic?
When we talk about Ectopic, I find it's a new senya. We are finding senya, Uncle To, I would give you. So you can say, Uncle To, I would give more, or baby, or two, and I make us a maybe a soft view, maybe I would to Cosiano, and the banker, I would be. And it's a wood to Cosiano say, Yamia, one dome, not a Cosiano who release it, and I say Cosiano, if you baby, or that's war bar. Not only Bema fish, yeah, that's why I will share Cosiano, and they open the gate. And you hope, and never start to say, a developing. Now, say, I know for you, and say, a developing pet, and what's an option who fit to know a day, or better, I would be, or a number of days, and what would you hope? And it's 1 2 days for one say, and then for a cup of pet. Oh,
when you're saying, okay. When you Esther said, okay, 180 days at Nania Joe, our own person, why are some?
Aha, and she said, oh, Japan is a whole plate, that's a walk to Kosia. That's only bear my share, Kosia never free baby or one. Now I be share spams, no, to be share spams, that's a far. I want that all rolling from 2 to no, a quarter I would gain, or days or baby war. Now, since our days, no song, that's the way we do, or not just a wire and they were cut.
Okay.
Not just was starting for a day, or developing a wood, not to obey a case, yeah, to produce yet, yeah, what me fit. Not just a cow. Because any ectopic pregnancy, I got ectopic and enter new say, yeah, and if you are within man, I say, and developing, and I say, Uncle To, I would give, but now or share soup now on the Crucian spent near a share and in a Philippine.
Sister Kezia, Casamumbo and say, Sister Kezia. Sister Kezia, or baby, I need to be near, and now, or bar. Why by for
ectopic pregnancy, and your baby, ectopic pregnancy. But ya issue money a war, and your maybe a bit of an winner ectopic pregnancy.
Age will be a young.
The batch of mathematics. Japan say, about winner STI star. About winner sexual transmitted infection, they could not be syphilis. The probability of winner STI, ectopic pregnancy, high. Sexual transmitted infection, they are more mountainous ectopic pregnancy. And now, baby, so I am wound with irregular shape of the Philippine. The European to be rather born, say, or maybe I get a logolikia. Not say they are wood the idea and for a care for. Not just say, send a radical to 10 years straight, do the other logoligi. And to know, egg in this fence, they call on one side of the 20 so soup near irregular. Can you say, European soup near irregular? Can you say, ectopic pregnancy? High. And at the way that goes, I will be one. Okay, you might get it. But I want to get my own baby, you can get a group like 5 more. And I say, I will baby or 1 man. Now, Coco, you have to one of them. And now the people, 2 years, reproductive system, we also get growth. So we can grow more. European it's because the ectopic pregnancy because I didn't go. That's a sad group for one. And then block it off. And I said, oh, European is one block here. And then our back here and what you want. First, we are machine. Or when the machine is shower, someone from and block here. It's very painful. And so, I want to block the STI. Sana ya kupatia na infection. Sana wenye mama hospital because the pato unya buruda. Unya yes. Aya ye how to take care of the pregnancy from the early stage. Obu obeka said there is make us not pregnant for 6 weeks and 2.
It's a kind of friend. Why am I with you money, claim money, for that? I will be. These are the main causes. And all the way, and now we are alive. Now we are and now we are short. No irregular European Slovenia. When you're SDS, that the probability of getting it is high. When you're either growth, I will choose few more now 5 or now be a 6 and also good to me. The patrons are causes I know say it's because the ectopic pregnancy, but consistency, short and I think but the and continue.
Maybe
ectopic pregnancy is not transferable and yet heavy.
I do my many bida, I don't just also be young. And so be or how do I have it many biana? Sir, who go school no way we are? What many be? By 4 years, about 40 minutes banana.
The ectopic pregnancy, yes, I don't know what when you're 5 months. I'm a doctor for you. The doctor need 5 months now. On my day, contraceptive mission was the IUC, you know. So that suits now, if you are 5 months, not for you know, so the winner go, not if you will have the other side, not the going to the Catalia. What a skin in the Catalia. And it's our doctor, you 5 months, you know, I show IUC. Yeah, the probability of getting blocked high. Because the employee is no way to go with another Catalia. If it is said, let's not take it to block the of the ectopic pregnancy. We have something like scarf or attention after surgery. That has to be productive. And also
but your way do one time, wait many ectopic pregnancy and to say Esther, obey. Obo breaking virginity na after when you're 32. Obey my ectopic and Kezia, yeah, that's it. You must have a sound send you, but rich wife. Eka say when your personal experience that. It's rich wife. So what? The entire what they are. We are son now who say when you be Kezia can you me and son. I'll come and address it. It's an addition, not. I'll come and ask something to the Kezia Sky. But before me lecture, no, every day say Kezia about. Nyamisha Kezia, follow me now and start a health talk. My imagine say, I start a health talk. Seriously, party follow me. Councillor Little Dianco, and then me amba. Okodi benkuni tilapia, or mea or beba. Na ono tires I gave me. Was see idea. Rich wife, ewaha. Esther Kokram, ewaha. And Lady Victory, Aperture Lady Victory, and so ewa. Now so abom rich wife for her, only skinny a day and tell me a hunchria, only good teacher in Zikamai. Headmistress, pa, and some SEC so, or a soft mammy, or bomb pie, who be ye that, but O to be ye. And the enemy I go for. Moving by share beggars. Or the make up a candle bit here. Rich wife, how did you know that you have ectopic?
Okay, Master, maybe the woman 12 years ago, after my last one was 1 year, you know, I realized because yeah, me tried this our normal test tubes way, and I mean who say me. It's you know, yes, I normally when you might say oh wait there, and do 3 months I may start antenatal. So yeah, 3 months. So that was what
normal medical direction.
Yes, but the sad aspect is my next scan. I just did the normal
pregnancy test. E-test, yeah.
It's me then I realized me bleeding, but the bleeding was not your normal blood in red. It looks dark.
Okay.
As it be APA, like I had said, bleeding, and so then I went to the hospital. Oh, yes, and I'm so then let me go to the hospital. Me call in a doctor, go check him. A guy in the checking me do honor, like I was having pain on my right abdomen.
Okay.
I was having serious pain.
Wow.
So when I got there, and the doctor was like, this thing looks like ectopic pregnancy. Seriously, I didn't know what was ectopic pregnancy as at then. Okay. So I was like, ectopic pregnancy, I don't see a day. And scan when now or you try scan. So try scan and I'll say no. You have to. I was saying yes, surgery. Go through surgery. I was like, hey, surgery. And I'll say yes. Surgery penetrates me correctly. So main dream like me back. When I got home, my husband too did not know what ectopic was. So as a pastor, I was saying, "Yeah, mom, everybody."
Jesus. Jesus.
Ectopic is not prayer pendant.
I didn't know.
I told you you're a vampire.
I also have the experience, so when you're done.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
I was like, she didn't know what so far saying, you know. I say, yeah, mom, I said, okay, I'm in the community. Then after around, I think I stayed for another 2 weeks.
Hey.
And the pain was getting worse.
Hey.
So as I went for another scan again. I just wanted to hear say I didn't
miracle.
Yes. Miss Akoye another scan. I almost said no, this is an emergency. You have to go to the hospital immediately. And midday fear. So midday fear, no. I just told my husband, said, "Me go prayer camp." That was the only way out. Also for miraculous. Already I've gone through CS it's already and the man cannot say you in muscle. So when I got home now, Miss me go prayer camp. I packed a few things.
Got your boy.
Baby, you have to run for your life.
Oh my God, Holy Ghost.
So I packed my things, a few things, then me call hospital. But when I went there, that hospital was a private hospital, very expensive to do surgery.
Yeah,
so the doctor advised me, say, since if I have any chance, I should just go to a public way, not only mommy.
Okay.
And me, no, my life, no, I mean, public sectors, I mean, sure. It's okay, on one casa and chemi baby, I mean, then he said, but then I award this hospital, like a Labadi, like
General Hospital.
Yes.
Akufado Hospital.
He just made a call and then they said I should come by I got there, because I went there myself. I went through processing back and forth, footsteps, company, and I did everything myself. Not knowing, I didn't know that thing has ratchet. I didn't even know what was rapture. So I went, but because the man called me, it was an emergency. Fast now. Immediately, like 30 minutes, somebody me at theater. When we got to the theater, and a doctor almost started some more pie me. Up pie, and no see him. Hey, it has ruptured. Cause like I'm here. The way the doctor shouted was like, I will tickle me. So in the course of rupture, no, almost they inserted tubes. I don't know what they did, but I realized that there was pressure on my chest. I felt said they were dreaming something. I said, my chest will be the same. So when I started shouting, so I am in pain because already on my anesthesia, I don't know why I was still feeling the pain. Then I started shouting, no call for name, so I went off. After this ectopic at the way when I was going, the doctor told me say it's about 45-minute surgery. The doctor spent 3 hours.
Jesus.
Cancer, it was God.
Yes.
So they didn't even know I would come back.
Wow.
And then I became Papa.
Wow.
And they were even surprised. See, the following day, I was there. Then, it was initially just one doctor who was attending to. But I realized almost after I was hopeful, about 4 doctors were there. So when I came back, and then they came there and they were like, wow, God saved you. If not, you would have died.
Yeah.
That's like this experience I had at La Genoa. And you know La Genoa, baby, at theater, no one. It's not too far from the mortuary.
Yeah, event. Oh, set up. And yes, you best I know. Oh, most so dear. Yeah, God, I was through. Wow.
So that's like, you know, when I saw this thing, I was so happy. A lot of people don't know about Ectopic.
Wow.
And they come and conform.
Wow.
They come and conform. My area, I know about 3 women who died.
Jesus.
3. And I got to know another one at me in-law area. Who say Ectopic. And when I hear this, now me dreaming because I nearly died. And I have seen that it is lack of education. A lot of people don't know about it.
So now that you are at the prayer camp, how do you call your husband to come and join you to pray at the prayer camp in the hospital?
Okay, then that's just after the surgery, I was alone in the hospital now. No one to buy me food. Hey, they asked me. I didn't know how to call him. All this while he knew I was at the prayer camp.
Wow, you are a strong woman. So you could have died in the hospital without your husband knowing.
Yeah, my sister called me and said, hey, this thing you did, don't do it again.
Wow. And you didn't call any of your family members too. You didn't call your family members too.
Nobody knew, apart from my sister, apart from the one in UK, nobody knew I was in the hospital.
Wow.
Nobody knew I was there. I stayed there for 4 days. And I almost discharged him. So when I came home, that was when my husband knew some acquaintance.
Okay, so look at this. So today people are accusing the man that is a useless man. Why didn't he know that the wife did hysterectomy? But per your story, that your husband wanted to pray so that the thing will be healed by God. Then you realize that you were dying slowly and lied to your husband. You were going to a prayer camp and ended up at La Genoa Hospital for them to save you. After that surgery, you can decide to keep quiet, not to give your husband a detail. So what was done for you? Was it also hysterectomy, or what one did he go through? Was it normal evacuation?
I don't know. I don't know what they did, but since then, I've not been able to conceive.
What?
Yes, and I don't know. I don't know.
But why haven't you gone to check? And I won't best over will be.
No, me will be able to see at the end. It's not my relax, no. But it got to the time once my money and man, I wanted the boy. It's in a holding a micro child scan, and if I know child scan, I don't know if they can determine so womb over. They told me the womb is there.
Oh, it means that But you should have a medical record of what was done for you. Oh, Nguye, the hospital is still running. It's a building that Akufo-Addo has collapsed it, and we want to build it again.
Oh, really? But, so it's still working?
Oh, yes. But your history should be there. They should be able to tell you what was done for you. And by virtue of the traducer, a scan can be done. There's a lot that we can do to be able to determine whether what was done for you. But because whatever happened, they should be able to tell you what was done for you. Whether they did a hysterectomy, because if it ruptured, it could be that after the rupturing, they have nothing to do than to evacuate the uterus totally, so it will save you. So you should have an idea of what was done for you. I don't know.
If anything like that, so are they not supposed to tell me?
They have to tell you. That's what I'm saying, that they should tell you. They will tell you, even before they will do it. Before they will do it, you have to sign a consent form. So what did you sign?
So if you sign a consent form, you should have read everything on the paper before.
So what did you sign?
So mostly when they give you the consent form, people will just sign without reading.
Because they are in pain. No, because they are in pain usually. That is why somebody else must sign for them. Under our charter, under the patient charter, the patient doesn't sign for himself or herself. There's no law like that. The law in Ghana is that a third party must consent. And if you are married, we consider your husband as the principal witness of the act. So I don't know which doctor will touch you. You are not brought in as an emergency without anybody. You walk in door, you are referred by telephone. But the consent form for a surgery should be endorsed by somebody who really has the power. So you cannot, I don't know why they should touch you without you knowing what was done for you. These are some of the medical, 2% medical errors. Because as we speak, I want to stand over you. Bibi su ya nanka. Bibi ya nanka, they can take us on. What did I can say? So there should be that clear distinction, knowing what was done for you. What was it? I say I say was signed, but then no sign. As they say, a rich wife doesn't know what she signed. She doesn't know. She has no idea. What I say? She has no idea what she signed.
But counselor, when you make you one, you didn't say. At least I believe they'll tell her something like that.
No, when we are doing it for you, when we are doing it for you, Debbie, explain it to that what you're going to do. Hysterectomy is written for you to sign. Yeah, and surgery. Our consent form.
What I remember they asked me was,
what would that?
Was like,
thank you. Let me say, what would that? Oh, ma. So we ask all these questions before we touch you. It's like tuber ligation.
She was like 18.
And they ask even the gender. Yeah, besides the one beside gender of the children. And besides say. No, besides gender.
And I was like, no, because me couldn't be her.
Ah, you said that?
Yes, I said that. I told her.
Then maybe you are there.
Yeah, with the tubes not with trap. Tubes, you're catching this one with trap, the right.
The right one. The left one. You are right. That's it.
The left one is still.
That's the left one is there, which says sperm. No one else has to say to go sperm. Right man, you.
And that's what he is. The only answer you have got. That you to walk. They come back one. I can't have one yet. They choose to come back one. I am not a walk yet. Compared to your own choose.
So what does it?
What you are saying. The right one the crowd was blocked, and maybe it was through the left team. And another on the part of the mouth back. So the two of them cannot work at the same time. The right egg will be there. a right to do the way. The left to release the left to the way.
What does here? And the mama who release the right, the mama who release the left, nature. One shot, right in the channel. And they be a egg release the right. Only baby got that. No, I sound like Chabe go. Not done it. I done it so. What else here? But if you really want to have a boy child, then you can do an investigation to be sure what is available. And when tubes are blocked, we flash a bit of what is blocking.
Yeah, they flash the tubes. It's a very painful experience. Very
oh, that I may feel there.
Counselor, before I make surgery, now I'm going to
and yeah,
Counselor,
you.
Before I make surgery, now the last way or year was, let me say now I'm blocking with the tube. And the way the lady was shouting, no, you could see I didn't hear
only how to endure pain, and yeah.
That's why it's very painful. I like the give you
Kezia. Kezia, yeah, was she too by your man and see my idea. When I would have gone for Kezia, and yeah, my idea. When I would do one of hey, Kezia, and yeah, my dream when I die, and me. And I can't say, it is so be a mistake, and got your patriarchal show through. And one
that procedure, your friend who called with me at your HSG, Emma, H for home, S for Sally, for Ghana. No, say, your friend in his trust, and no go
and easy, dear, but easy, dear, but it only be a boy. If that's the only way for you to be able to take a seed, we help you flash out. It's called flashing out.
That's one me the tubes no air block here, tubes not block here. One of it yes.
Now yeah, washing it. Now you talk. Now what talk?
Yeah, I'm with drop and
man. Now I'm a crone net there. I'm on one semakoti. I'm on one semakoti. Mumbo nsema koti wai na koti wenyunya bonse bio makoti koti wenyunya eti rich wife immediately sanyin send buy no. Now was it an expected pregnancy and now a unexpected pregnancy?
Yeah, unexpected because number one back when you 1 year.
Oh, okay.
That's the way a friend unexpected pregnancy.
My friend then.
Pregnancy.
It's not true.
Provided you.
It's not true.
Counselor, there is no planned pregnancy now.
No, there is. Kezia, there is.
No,
Kezia.
You plan that I want to get pregnant. I want to get pregnant in August, not April 1.
Debbie, Kezia, Timmy. We have what we call the planned pregnancy. We have what we call the unplanned pregnancy. And we have what we call the unwanted pregnancy. Pregnancy can be planned.
Okay.
I will explain to you.
Counselor, I want to ask her why she's saying it's unexpected. Was she on any family planning method?
No.
Was she using any natural method?
No. Hold on.
No.
She was saying
so
that. Hold on. Kezia, wait. Kezia, wait. There be Kezia. There are people that they resume sex after delivery while they have not seen their menses. Some resume sex while they have seen their menses, but they have not really captured their ovulation. So somebody wants to space their children 2 years intervals, and it is not 2 years. Then all of a sudden, she takes seed. She will call it unplanned. It's called unplanned.
I understand you, but they should also note that when mostly people, some of them resume their menses 6 weeks after delivery. Those people are able to track their ovulation. But some people, due to breastfeeding, you don't menstruate. But remember, you are ovulating. These are the when I have found for rapture. Oh, me expenses crazy. I want some work and make one for the actually. Maybe they no, no, so still not baby, not by my work.
And do that,
yeah, because the original, depending on your hormonal level. So your hormone level near high, dear my sister. Be a mistake. I'll bend your friend post to one baby the baby.
I cry, we are baby the baby. But the American said, so rich wife, this was one of the unplanned pregnancy, but you wanted to keep it. Was that a nature?
Yes.
So how did you feel? Because you've lost the unplanned child, and the unplanned child has taken you through the most painful ordeal. How did it settle in your mind between you emotionally? How did you manage it?
I wasn't expecting that time, but you know, the pain I went through during the ectopic, I was happy, say, at least at the end of the day, I'm okay. See, when it happens like that, sometimes nurses bad duty and almost say ectopic, and then they are like, oh, sorry, I'm like, sorry, maybe baby woman, because I'm not even after that time I wasn't thinking about the baby anymore, because thank God I'm alive, and I was hoping him.
Okay.
It was like hope deferred. Later now, and I'm young. That was when I me feel it. Say, what is happening? That means a meeting. But that particular one, I just thank God. Say, I'm okay.
And that's 12 years down the line. The child you've not gotten a child again. Has it in any way affected the marriage? Because it's an expectation to have a boy.
Mine is not. Because Papa Nakasa say he's okay with the three.
Without a boy.
Oh, well, you know, before we got married, he told me, he said, in Minecraft 12,
that's all best of heaven. That's all best of heaven. Or best of heaven. Only heaven. Gate. And as yes, I'm going to Maka, at the Muntra, you come why. No, so did it by any way affected your sexual life? You can decide to answer yes or no, that we are learning.
No.
Did it put fear in you in getting pregnant again? No, that when you get pregnant, what will happen? Did it bring those things in your mind?
No.
Did you go for a review after the ectopic operation?
That's my story. My story. That's what I wouldn't say. After my surgery, I came home, and before I left the hospital, make coffee from the hospital.
Yes.
I asked for treatment on way female.
Oh.
That's a general. The experience was like
the general. And yes, but usually, after anesthesia, after anesthesia, they said, cough can crave over slight. And you believe it, sir, because and from a bina a bit jai on seeing gas, a bit cough, medication. Majority I say.
Because I didn't know what that cough did to me.
Wow. Wow.
Me cough beer, and I mean it. I don't know. I say I know what thing. That's that make coffee a pen me way no pay.
Hey.
The nurses were supposed to advise you, say, oh, coffee. But who Jane, when they bring you yourself, you go through.
And to buy
they didn't tell me anything. You
see, we be saying, so call review now.
That's why you see it. How did you cough when you had CS?
Oh, yes, yes, one coffee.
No, I didn't cough during CS.
One coffee. Do you know why, Kezia? Do you know why? Let me tell you what happened to her. Medically, what they did first was not a general anesthesia, mind you. She was attentive when they were doing it, and then they had to increase the dosage to give her full general anesthesia. So it is what caused her to cough.
So it means she was giving final anesthesia, and later on they introduced the general anesthesia.
Thank you. Do you understand what happened to her? And unfortunately, she didn't go through what we call the resurrection time. It was interrupted because she says immediately when they finished, she got up. It was not yet time for her to recover.
Then it means she went through the spinal anesthesia.
So what? No, she went off at the general knocked her off. She went off. I've seen some before. They started. So what we do is that the first fine one was just to be able to kill the down so that she's active. And while she was active, they were doing it. Then she was still feeling the pain because what does it? They were using a suction machine to suck out, and the sucking was going up. And because it was going up, the pain increasing the BP. So the best thing you do is to give her general. Usually, no do woman is fine now, my general and fat. But when the man in general and fire, while the procedure was going on, because your man general now, you were time I did test to see say what but when your man in general now knock you off. Time more general now go through resurrection and onyane ye.
And it means they didn't give her enough of the general.
Because no more yet top up. Yeah, can you no mesua? You go school man could be, but here, rich wife. Yeah, about the other. You are many pie about my ever rich wife in the number. Tell me. So, rich wife, the wound opened and you went back. Yeah. Tell us what happened.
I didn't go.
Ha!
Hey, this was infection didn't set in. Yes, it was God. Counselor, you know, I'm married to a pastor. And the more I saw for the year, I'm not sister.
Yeah, yes, you are science in there. You never be asked. Yeah, yes, you are science. Your life may be different.
That's how you can see through it.
What?
Yeah. Was it opening so big, or it was a light type of opening?
Sister, an open wound is an open wound, though. There's nothing called small open.
I had a picture before, but I mean, maybe I'm that phone was for anybody who sees it, or because you can see through it. Who took like you can see through it.
What?
Counselor, what I did wasn't medical, so me fan to her.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, sure.
But you were healed.
Oh yes, by the grace of God.
In the name of Jesus, power.
And you know, I didn't go back to La General again.
Oh.
Because the treatment I had, I didn't like it.
Oh.
I was coughing from the hospital and they didn't even educate me.
Oh.
I wish sometimes you don't mention the name of the hospital when you are talking.
But this happened at La General Hospital, so mention it. Go ahead, mention.
This was La General. when you want to see a doctor, and okay, it's not their fault anyway, because a lot of people go photo so it's
and this is 12 years ago. 12 years ago. 12 years ago.
Yes.
Dr. Akrono was the Director General. Call me too.
That was my experience. So that was my experience.
Wow.
That was what I went through. Yes. It's Ectopic lady. I'm very happy. I don't know.
And then they see all of a sudden the number just dropped. But YouTube were on, Facebook were on, so we'll learn from it. So your experience, did it put fear in you, or your knowledge has increased? Was it fear or you had knowledge?
My knowledge has increased. And Counselor, after 12 years, at least I've been able to save one soul.
Wow.
I've been able to save one soul.
Wow.
Also, not only, but yeah, the normal test. Yeah, normal test. Yeah, no, so the thing started pains. I'm saying, Coco Trascan, I'm Pasoko Trascan.
Wow.
Yeah. It's any time I get an opportunity and then I want to make, and maybe a man will be, I try to educate them. Say, I think it's me cool.
Wow.
If it's me cool. Yeah.
And you cook it me I will try because we are buying na ebia on da. So I won't be number be you. If you say get history I can 3 years down the line, the marriage on your ectopic. Sena unfortunately for the no, he struck on me bear because he raptured you. Yeah, if you bear money.
Only the ectopic pregnancy. The idea we can not apply with my woman, uterus. So there could be a cause there. If or which one it took no, if you have your warriors no need uterus. If it's nearby so 1 year, no only uterus, but the tubes were there. There are times they can take the uterus out to have it intact. Maybe it didn't say if they are not only uterus because ectopic pregnancy and uterus.
They are all kind of say, yeah, hysterectomy. That was the story. But what you say? Lydia said, what was done for the wife was called hysterectomy. And hysterectomy now, and say, I tell you for the year. But and hysterectomy now, and it is a good so yet. Nyamia don't best 3 weeks via a year, and then remove her uterus. And I said, no, uterus. My God, aha. So hysterectomy, come on, and not TRCN. So hysterectomy, but it was not just the tube. And there have been times that I've been part of a team where the rapturing is so nasty to the extent, say, we don't just get rid of the tube, but there are times you get rid of the tube alongside the uterus as well. Because at times, you know, a so delegate say, one year, now I do be baba with a lot of materials that can do formation of cancer. So to them, Jenna said, ubra wumbrumu awohu. Nyama bebele sisi wo. But thank God for the life of rich wife. That rich wife, you are a living person to share with us today. I will still want to encourage you that you are not old yet. If you want to have a boy child, you should know the story and the history of what was done for you. You can still ask for a specialist to know whether it was the right or the left tube that was removed and your uterus is still intact and what can be done. Don't be afraid. But education is that once you do a P test and you get to know that you are pregnant, when you start experiencing strange pain, make sure you do an ultrasound so that in the modern world, ultrasound can tell us where the formation of the fetus is developing. If it has not descended, because it's a rapid descent, maximum few days, not weeks, there should be a descending of the fetus that has been formed up there. Medical science cannot be deceived. But obviously, the African witches, if you are before, can cause African abeifor, dear, they can do wonders. They can cause ectopic. Glamour, let's hear yours. I have 2 questions for Rich White, but let's go to Glamour. Glamour, Yamankwaba, what happened to you? Share your experience with us. Kasa dinga krama na woni ne wachire wa humrasi em. Oh, first born. After our first born, we have 2 miscarriages.
Because of the miscarriages, then they put them in
Yeah, until one cow. Is it your mouthpiece? Are you using earpiece or something? As you just see, you're trying to watch a bacho and a network.
After me tested
we are better.
Because of miscarriage, the next day, I didn't chip me hospital. After 2 weeks, I have a fire. Me did not because me be as I mean, my neck ran. The next 1 week, I'll start feeling weak some way. It's Mr. Place and I test me, now me too. I'm trying to maybe next week, make hospital, but. Me back into my, na me 3 days, like, na me switching me. It's like, because I'm here, man, I'm little, many switching, and I'm a giant, na me won't allow shop point, now then, we'll start working, I made that was hard to say, I'm a soon a coffee. Within 2 weeks, maybe I made that be a home, then I'll feel like
you feel like what?
I baby say and then we quit Juma. Me coffee and I do midnight. Now I say me na budget.
I will believe you.
Yes, serious today.
You are sporting.
Yes.
You sport. Okay.
It's na you must na me say radin tin fu we si ba be say. At that time na me nyan call hospital.
Okay.
But na me wo gyne. We were gyne wo hoiti. The next day when my friend, my sister, came and said, "Hey, sister, my fire phone." Now, so I say, my sister, me be at church over 3 times. I was telling me go home with the doctor. When I was shop, I started was shop. Now my friend, I no buy a pay, and no be family. I call dining. You call dining. No catch me so. Yeah, what fire phone so, and that would be when you ectopic. By then, I say ectopic that. But now me name say me it's all man Mr. Bisa doctor and say it's when I say emergency I was say I didn't okoti akasisi emergency na me tabo so na it was Saturday na me say you to me train Monday and another guy say eh I don't person unu ani wu ana na doctor no rush me na ye dem call ye me call ye no na enye me doctor na enye guy ni na e me odi mu a for because that sometimes how one of the by and I was saying my name is sign na e me call
not then the actual also so be kaya on kaya enye by force
that moment na doctor ni can ectopic that thing no e mo catch up now we ma so say what e won sem da now we ma so because what it can say it make me back. Why do you now? Say, send a bear while bear safe. Look at the moment.
Okay.
every person if you not here. This time is society. That's not them and no which one. By a friend who says, see the opportunity of hospital. And also, before the mommy total anesthesia.
Okay.
Total anesthesia, my tissue be able to say, or would be before recovery room. Many and say at that time I was saying total anesthesia. Maybe I said, yeah, in 3 hours, I was saying, when you in 3 hours, many chances. I think more than 5 or 6 hours. No, me buy. Now doctors no we didn't try it. It's sure more. But you know, say I'm saying some more total anesthesia. Now hopefully say be away. Now me in my spirit coming back. Not na me go be that's na me na be. Me nam. Nti na asemi hu se me ba no ye be ma. Nti no friend go meet. Mommy, it's a nice day so so da ye ase. E wa na yes, ko mi ba ni di na ase dai mo se bia me nam na me da na me. Na ye me ba no, na me hage akwala no wo dai ni. E ho no mu na me stay. Then it's a team na doctor's five and exam the bed no.
Wow.
And then the doctors were like why le na say ni kuna mani mpre mu na Mr. So ni kuna e me ba.
Wow.
And no na me say after me ka omo ka say ni kuna mani mpre mu no na Mr. So e me ba. And then the doctor said, oh, me ne ba no e di na back. After me team was that any more minutes to say me. Counselor, me voice for me kasabi my own. I don't kasabi me kasati say my voice is gone.
Anesthesia now. What?
Yeah. It's me voice the call. I know say after I done depends on your mommy. It tell you the same thing. So after anesthesia sometimes we go back cow, we go back kind of go how on back feeling it. We back feeling I want it but me
Obi so the text on be Obi the text on be do not say swollen tongue.
Yeah. I mean, no, me pay you for one me want to come I want me but this one is sorry and I'm coming at the same time I mean some to me kasa. And then people just see me so you know I feel totally that it's not even me. I feel like I feel that thing for so long for 1 year now. I always feel like
Hey.
Yes. Yes, because says me you be I want me quick tempered. Please. Like we are my dear. If we are dear no. You can't show within a few minutes, now me to actually okay. But after that I don't even know say more than the man you said
and China
yeah, I've been having except like I didn't now for me breathing, if I'm breathing like me, I don't even feel comfortable to say he said that I'm into face.
Wow.
It wasn't easy at all. It's there for this hospital. Because within 3 days, and I'm fainting.
Wow.
And it's had a
wow.
Let me buy and maybe I see me experience and I see like when you're BP, one can solve this or one could be near side. That thing. And yet, taxi have been a woman. I don't know if that better or
oh.
The taxi driver and they rush me and they didn't call you. And Sana, maybe it's better to go hospital because every time you say, okay, now my friend, hospital.
When that happened after ectopic surgery now?
Yeah, after the ectopic surgery, I mean, maybe 3 days.
put the hospital how many days?
In the hospital, I think 3-4 days.
3-4 days. What was your BP at that time? Who can catch your was so?
Because I say me samba life no man at that time I was a me bind now was a monitor me BP some in your money
no. When you were leaving the hospital, will say your BP is high. And also what you were from.
Can't show me because after Ectopic no mommy moja. Because now because I said more moja
but Oma for 1 2 when you were leaving the hospital.
Mommy also antibiotic
and then Oma can't BP was sure not to be an outcome.
But I do my head. That's a no, like a serious BP. That's serious BP now. Completely no. I don't know how like
how did you know that collapse now collapse serious? How did you know?
I don't know, I'm not saying let me be through hospital. Let me be through hospital. Mommy, it's better to say home. And one of what I can say BP and I feel later on. So my BP is not me no man get to west. Now, me and Cassandra home, we from a woman, I said to say like which can take out some test.
So I want to test them.
Yes.
So it means to say I would say not every after the surgery you develop what we call high. But when you are leaving the hospital, they were supposed to tell you, and they maybe put you on medication and your water will rest it. They are too close to rest it.
A bit or what gestational, so we don't do medication than therapy. So that's here. Kezia.
Gestational blood pressure, we give medication.
It depends. We'll be all right after delivery. We have it drop it, so we don't put a person on medication.
Yes.
So it could be.
Also, but there was she should have known something. Also, come counsel or something push the hospital.
It depends.
Some small place I was of course contain a scandal
before you go home, we come to you with a hospital.
No, it's not true. No, it's not true. It's not true. No, it's not true. It's not true. Glamour, hold on. Once we put you in the line-in ward, we give you a cap to wear. There's a cannula on your hand. If there's a baby, before you leave, you come to the nurse's table. You are taken through what you don't know is counseling, is to tell you the next level of life. If it's after surgery, we tell you what to do. No bathing, sensible enough cleaning, come for review. This is what we call the counseling. I don't know what you are expecting. Every hospital does it because your discharge note includes this particular statement. A doctor won't do it. It's the duty of the midwife to talk to you before you leave. So when they are talking to you, it's called counseling for discharge. Majority is here. Private hospital, they are more can. Beso a condition. Ni anywhere right down being. Ni abonyum. And no way. but ye need some minute. And ye holiday, ye no bad decks no swa. Near Chrow, so I will buy a child how to breastfeed. Aha, and the counseling. Yeah,
BP, and I said, I know that a man can't say BP.
Now make us say.
It could be that maybe you develop the BP and they monitored it and they realize they are abnormal. Or my young say, what
did he do? I said, what said?
The council making sure they ensure clean the room well. Because my water, what I'm saying, don't stress yourself. You need more rest.
Don't have sex now. Don't have sex now. No, Vic. Vic. Go. Vic, so what we are saying is that for you to have your BP rising, it could be just anything now. As I'm sitting with you now, I can have my BP rising.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Good. So we are saying that there could be a gestational BP based on the pain, the rupturing, or the pregnancy. But as and when you were living, your last bedside check could let us know that your diastolic is okay, your systolic is okay. So we don't discharge you with medication. And we don't even have any conversation on your BP because you are good. Your sugar is okay. However, when you get home, maybe constant witches and wizard visitation. You see, you never feel, yeah, glamour new, you feel power call you. So instead of her to rest, she will rest. Or beg visits, just adiasa. And I bay for ba, I bay for no quack, I bay for ba, I bay for no quack. Now or
by the way, I've lost my cousin right now, so yeah.
Oba na bema.
Oba.
No we nyi ana oyakwala.
Yeah, bed 38.
Oh, okopene wo 38 okopene wo. No onyima na. No onyim.
Unfortunately, diabetes, suffer when to mean so I would on Indiana say.
Make a fry where the abandon but more than you may with you fashion and you nyama why. Na se kotina o tafre kotin won dey atwen eye die owa ya made medi mi ho ah
hey the counselor we have free
Vic, we send this guy for seeing a deal one. We are some of the we are in doing you who be when you maybe I want to be probably now.
Serious wow.
Glamour. Mama glamour can I say movie. Glamour young come and feed your carrying now. As America for Jimano, Jimano, no case, nobody, mama no dry. It's this a Jimmy Faso Kakra. Charlie Hana, you cook a car. Hey, mama, glamour yanko, and you ufenti yano. Ana glamour, uko fienu my deal.
Oh, daddy.
Ah, okay. Wow. No, I'm saying then I went young.
Because of the BP,
wow.
More than 3 weeks, yeah. I was hospital one of them.
And then family and the woman now when she showed the OG camera.
So the truth is that your quick-temperedness is not as a result of any of the medical things you went through. It's not. It's always been there, but you've not gotten the opportunity to exhibit it. And said, you know, mojana de ma wono, ectopic no, suni bambi a what hormones no. Oh, now unya bodem ni bi ofito go be diwa na asesa. What you say?
Me pray but it's your crab, baby. Oh, my mama told me getting close to 1 year, and I'm a child, and I'm a child. I'm a right 4 years.
Wow.
Wow. The people thing is, the man over who you know, so corporate banana man, maybe it's not over Johnny.
David, na konye day. Na konye day. Dem na konye day. Na ka be man be day. Na konye day.
Baby, what the one step no true no me for chop be manisuwa. Intimiwie ye no. Oh, and yes I be na fight. We start ko hospital biom ko check here say me ma wo die ma wo bi bia ye okay me tia fight na me gan so ya. O ex bi bia ye strong we tia fight ko bi. We tia fight. Ya na me ta say.
Enti oba ye no kuru di o.
Oh, at that moment.
Like Okoya doctor can say bibia ye okay wait now will be on umani di ubi o.
Aye, I said na pesa me wo me banishing na me obi na me pesa me won tem na me relax. Stop be na odi.
Enu so die. Kezi akola boni Kezi. Ejama Kezi. Baby ye die na ahwehwe.
Emma me come guy ni ho enne nyina me guy ni say we extra e baby e zini for say obetumi I want afo nyina.
Wow. Wow.
Kaja me say even say betumi I want afo nyina.
Wow. 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 Grandma otudoso. Network no cut down. Vic bisan mame Vic ni network na say bisan mame network no cut. Photoshop into me my answer ni enko ye nim sister. Oh, nice to say Esther DNB. Okay. Esther DNB, that's it. Esther DNB. Oh, what the other tenancy? Matthias said the other tenancy. Oh, what the other tenancy be? That's it. Oh, sir. Cobra investigator. I can't see the private anymore. Sister, be a money information about the lie.
And private too. I can't see a private too. Only I would have made you
Sister Batoya, honey, investigation they can't send. Mr. Sister Penny. Ye leader no what to or new for our color nitine so. Odi ni horror off.
Oh, it's a guy. I say, yeah, but but oh, yeah, where you know, you was usually private. I ever ran a cafe to see. Yeah, she heard the idea, penny, a go, wouldn't you remember for a kid?
Well, so it's an experience of somebody who had an ectopic pregnancy. We'll be able to more information. So it's okay. So we have two people who have shared their experience with us. And I the abandon says say enrapture. The abandon says enrapture. What must say?
Okay.
Enrapture the and I say. Say enrapture as we say here no. Enrapture so as we say here no. But what you say? Me ba cho call me mommy.
Can doctors determine self? Menopause
Question what we say? So the answer has always been yes and no, because some years ago the research said your menac can determine your menopause. Menac nature emrea osha simu sa South Masia. But the current journal now you're reading it said the factors has increased: diet, lifestyle, hormonal balances and imbalances, pH. Nina can contribute to it. So it's a yes and a no. Like Sana Kezia air canon. The factors that you give out to a doctor can cause him to do his scientific calculation and say, before 45, you can have early menopause, or you have late menopause, or you don't even have it at all. There are others who, unfortunately for them, I have a patient who is 86 years, she's not got menopause yet in Ghana. Or got Germany, or by Ghana, or UK, or by. They see a menopause, wedi 86. Ogusubunensa. Messi midi no banyum.
Counselor, me pachu. They did not know kind say or your operation. The background also sound. They no nani like on the two kaka. By a operation, just say they be an
any operation now. Single like back or back. If you papa ho.
Operation
There be okasa okoye said you buy na akra na it says see ani bu nchana le bu afu. That's what she means. Any operation now. Any operation. Oh, yeah, boy. Ni mami a side check for president or the boy koye day. Any boy accept.
Yeah. The age can also be.
That's what I was going to lecture her on why the child will behave in a certain way. Yeah. So there are two things.
Research about it. After that, you have any changes like?
There's nothing. There's nothing that comes. There's nothing that comes out of operation. Unfortunately for you, is a state that you went through. It could end there, or your thoughts, your cognitive templates on memories can cause you to be excited or to be sad. It bases on your mood swings, and that is on your hormones. However, growth, environmental change, environmental effect can either alleviate or differentiate your temper away from your behavior. Temperament cannot change, but temper can change by virtue of actions. So your inactions are not as a result of what's the English name of the surgery. However, it could be because it is already coming before you did the surgery. Just like someone who said, I am bloating after doing family planning. Family planning doesn't give any hormonal fat. But if your family history has some level of growth tissue in it, once you start your family planning, it gives you sound mind against unwanted pregnancy. That can cause your hormones to rise and you develop fat tissues. It's not the family planning. So there are so many myths. There are a lot of myths surrounding us that we associate to things. Enti yebeko so akira de na yegusu suane de nyame anim nukre ni yebenya asumdwe wo. So enye no na ama na yesa teens ni nyina from 13 to 20 lifestyle bi wo ho a enkwala ne bo wan hwe yi a ho na omudu wo no wan hwe yi a udi ebufu be dome no ana udi ebufu be pra no ana de ebufu be ka bibi etia no. Now so now refi say panyin no obi nye bi da ba bofra de obi aye bi da de ya no say single life tama owo abofra no na wo kai se na wadi oba na pa ho.
Oh, that pastor, me no okopanyi seba. It's okay for me.
Na ade okay for you because unya wo nachi. What wo ye den? Wakata atwa so. What the cement akasa atwa so.
Okay for you.
What the cement ato atwa so. O twan me abanyem wo. Me so hwe bi a hye wo hye sirem. Me san abanyem wo. O fra me ka tell say me fast mem en send on WhatsApp. Me na magimi. Me de me du twa ye chi. And Vic, yeah, me he say, o tira ka kire me say, o pese on me wo. Me bi say kwan ben so a, me fast pem ne send on WhatsApp. O hwa we nipa. Me twitwi me kwoti na me fast pem ne en send on WhatsApp. Na me de me du twa ye chi.
Pregnant.
Anyway, then another colleague is like WhatsApp. WhatsApp, WhatsApp. Oh, counselor, me also because me ban me aka so I mobile. Me wire me mobile because the left leg no pain you. Ama ya okesi nyama no ene ya sai no operation mitimi no oye bibia mitimi hwe ne ti ni mai de bra na go ma ha ge no na me na to me boso men ya le kai but yeah yes so because how all can say no ya omo boy di
sometimes my new said the other side of it.
The Nima Menanka so near book or a single life, in Quania Bako. Now, Okoyana, Kolegi Bako finish one, so one baby ice cream, or ice cream rough. Obi endi no mpacho.
Because and no because now we that cancer. So see now we do no. Big time. I also it's not got a shit in one minute. Yes, but we are there. Obey no be the baby you knew yesterday. Or at the same way. It's one shit, and I say, you would think, say, as a mother, send your dopia and the woman be bad it and I give you a heart. If you would have wanted him or her, it's on Tia, so send you with him what you got on your side, Tiana, how. Oh no, they can so much. I get so away with teenagers, because of how you're here near Jao, because when it gets to that time, no, I said, the honor now ability to it happen. Me monitor so because I no brand pray. You know, as mothers, where they really remember to Canada. There was some kitty when you and my young share, and my attacker say, I just a demo of one and Tanapalano. You did a move up so much because. I decide has a be edit and you may be edit say a mouth thank you sometimes. Me the mother if you don't watch those things or a way send a minute after more what different you be the man but one should star connection there when your mouth one way and I give you a what it was so see and so but you are telling yourself to say we are mobility no way China mana. But if you can be a one of it, you can so please watch that part in the family. I have a cousin or autistic. It took how now me share job at me and I'm share only those kids. So I was very with those kids in the car. And when my cousin had that case, counselor, as soon as I saw the child, I knew there was something missing. But my cousin didn't accept that I didn't want to run home until it was a bit late. American, as soon as you accept it, now you're diagnosing, I would you to now, Eddie was all your man. Sabi, you come up and then passes, you come and then walk on a Sabi, or your baby as on who are as a would need to check your society. Man, as a and as a party assistant. But I have mentioned I have when you throw as soon as you we are autistic, you're on a spectrum in any way, cerebral palsy and all those things are. You are give a great deal, a funny baby set agent, or go in the PPI. I get passionate about it because sounds like your money will be Ayana Yasamamo.
I say, onion so bad, or your bay for.
Yes, or your bay for. Nancy, I made a man of picture, so I was watching a child that you playing it here. Hey, excuse me. You playing it here. He's 4 years, but I am 16-year-old. Yo, Glamour. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a sell by it. Yeah, boom, the two nana.
Why? I didn't have a private one.
That's it. Glamour, yeah, my engaged in so right. What a child, yeah, that's my engaged. Now follow says yeah. Follow on YouTube as well. Follow on Facebook. And then any first time I because I won't born say mommy follow that. Oba kama sa. Otumo dupa doggy bottles. My gift. Good night. Lady Victory Etio, lecture us.
Yeah, so by the time I did 2 I say I was a and that's what I my idea. I think there was a bit of a hope to say best. I did, so I'm not.
She's living in denial.
That's
yeah. So she's going through the stages of grieving. So she's still in denial. she will get to acceptance at an older age.
So there are certain things at certain age when you push the child to do it. You tell you, hey, tell the only say we are like she says certain words, and I'm like, no, as a mother, this shouldn't come from you. But at the same time, so many baby because like I said, there is a child that even though all right, but you're training him on him at least how to do some basic things for himself. And so that's what I've been pushing my cousin. He said, at least and yes, you don't know who is around your child. Not because of a I'm really afraid of those things. And then people are crazy in their own ways. Now we're fast, so now we're how bano or find it so. Also now the speech in the whole any idea. Tina when to young can't show what has happened to him or her. Then it's all be so because what we say I say we are seeing now upon and I say we are seeing now episode more hand or find so. So I am my embra hokaka. I'm very passionate about that thing. Because so I'm sure more awesome, but cancer I am not young for Elmo. Say about Arabia and I said, my to it once in a your home sister. They are humans, they are capable of doing so much more.
Yeah, that's a part. My banner 34 years, cerebral palsy. You got it. You can't say in the bufu or Chile, baby. In America, Libya was having any bone common. No, and yet easy. It's not easy at all, but it's possible. The issue is say usually you won't call no more touch him. Yes, through say Abia Tiawa asthma nebeba. Abia ye born on media who no yale number. A terrible twin tiawa. By your nice way, it's tiano. Now one go fast and move for Ambrayan. And the single life, Akolani the any buffon, and you said you now. But where Musha Kolana Yayan and 9, that's an operation you and no single life van or brepa. And anima made any mobile mark like it toward the what film in your penny. And you told me a sound so about the end of tear. But then you name Munia could do now in 19 crew as a 19 crew win me out. Again, any sumai, a manipani and a nipanebre. A futu a diamami, opa fa, opa jai. Ectopic in Koma DNA, Namia dome. And yet, single life penny 824. Oba or men in our pro, who can't be near 203. Open our Brumiba. What a bottle they do won't see any of them. A body a one I at it. Yen, oh, bono. Siano. Oh, yen I am fair for 2 weeks. Na emboy. And then rich wife, a boy 20,000 people. And a 8 years sound common. YouTube 40. Ectopic and yabon sam yale. But then community say, yen soon be big in few. But on say, oh, your pregnancy test. Now who say a positive. Men did not na scan. Near you say pregnancy a dying. Where is the fetus? The earlier the better. Only now we spot it. The Uber friend bleeding now. Kogani know how quickly. No muncha ultrasound. Near you say, Sabu, Yinsen, a dying. Memory if he said, oh, 2 back 1. Wait now. Over you trust me, if I'm not planning that. It's yen share your female reproductive health. Share, now stay away from infection. Share, now stay away from materials that are not friendly to your reproductive system. The one yen is Sadia over Shannon. Now, called Danny Libya in Onyankopon in Shroud. Nyankopon Bob Mobile. Na Ia Kasai single life in country or no near bida na down for be so near bida. But if they are topic in any way, she be. I think I be a woman now. Anyam kafra. You say you one. I owe you two. It's a single life. Who will become bonny tell? Maybe a man can be. And it be a bonnet. But your car, Motiana.
Oh, yes.
Me man, till your car.
What's it one that I put about? You.
Ah, man, I see all that you can wait till me. Did that's it. Minya could go say no, the in some phones money bass on Fambrea. Yet in crown the mouth, I call mamma, me say. And ye a cotton woody, I only deem that hundi, fan crown command my and wife.
By counselor, according to story that lady Ebekayan.
On this Abemana, so my worrying 9 years. Bearmani are away, but no name say I am his straight to me. Only best man never catch them. Best man are down for me catch them and say, get now, Okoyo no best man, and they know. Onyoko ni ire no. Oh, yes, Onyoko ire ni yeyi na audio. Unima na to say akasa no so koka Charlie by you, the wife they come out in one way not talk as they say it's short on me. Na ye born am there. Sana nko man ko ye.
There's a your kind or a doctor na.
Your kind ye no. Na down for no. Na ire na down for no born am ne no. E midwife. Na midwife na nyonko ni omo best man.
Yes, so man na wo ye no nya professional. I was so see no na ye
Baby o. Me nyonko no ko ti say wa down for any Vic. And I miss my down for any Vic. Enti only Vic akobo nkomo. Enye say wo ba me hospital. And I only Vic abo nkomo. And I Vic me my down for no be more my because me na me my best man. What do I say? And I say he's straight to me a day and no church no coca chair or back chair me say it did be an auntie na no can say oh you dey straight to me or see then is straight to me say you na wo dey or say for the way or say last time o fa ye fun na anko ye madam fu bi a o church me straight to me na say or she say you reach there and say no ra ho pa she's in pain I say ni say na aba and I be man say na me am that twa no what did I mean what in common I say
Counselor, that is where I'm also lost in a way. We say, see then, such a surgery, and such a thing, take away or worry for the uterus, na jumbo husband. I'm not saying I do know say medically.
It's very simple. When a person is trying to state a condition alone, rich wife, a call hospital, nani kun kase or prayer camp. By you go sign a surgery man. Any movie. You understand?
Yeah.
So it can happen.
But rich wife came home and told the husband.
That was after the surgery has been done. So it's a womb be a year.
But at least rich wife's husband would have known. If the wife had told
how? So
I'm
going to but the consent is given before the surgery. Unless it's not an emergency.
I'm not blaming the hospital. I am coming from the standpoint to say, I don't think I hear BB Sano, or truth here. Like there was no paperwork. Or no, only more she cramp. One man is Nikunun to one.
And
the husband did not understand the word, you know what?
The explanation of the instructor, I think what he has said, one TBA, but no bad in here.
Or one now, or banning now. When you say friend is account for your power, you see him fat a Japan break. Good one, your man say a year dining cast and a Japan day. Because because near Korea, their man and the man Japan, and young mamma, and the work pass upon the Japan. It's not a say and play Japan, but I
and the correct.
A cat, yeah, I say a kappa from up there, man. You are the little walk and a tada. You are if I go to the dog of trap for you. If I play a baby and papa, who are basing the one about this. Madame cat, I'm mean. That talk, it will come out for the master. If she is sick, they will come up and come to my and maybe the Baba time to go ye at the map for my father. But I like it.
That's it. The one is the Kanako illusion for.
The amount of issue, the Canada Bama never put issue. When the councillor, and then a Bama, oh, Java, because according to about 1 war, we die now. You will be Canada. Only for one to show one relative.
Yeah, that's it.
I need that. Only for half an hour for platform. A clanet the about putting out as a man or no, she no Togo, the enemy man over top back. There was only been called by no ban no and Mao.
That's it. That's it. Again, I can't be at two. More gifts, moon chair, more my and so rich wife. Any last advice before we go?
Yeah, I think so. It's really about the great, you know. Yeah, precautions. Anytime we are pregnant, you know, we are checking. We tests with it. We test with tube that. Men cover. Go to the hospital or go and run a scan. Now making sure say our colonic that baby was the order. Men, say we are used to say, you send me here. Let me wait or do 3 months, then I'll start going to antenatal. It's what your own doctor go and run a scan. Through scan, you don't say colonic that you. Let home ya obit but my and rapchana and fire life. You know, that is the advice I will give to every woman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Lady Victory, any last advice from those of us who have gotten the Ectopic or will be getting very soon?
So I think from Rich Wife who has had an experience, the thing said the audio on mention me was to be and say, yeah, again, attentive was
good night, good morning, good afternoon, good night. We are Fadia, baby, we are now. Kai say, Mako Ginger Honey Chips, Nelly Show, we bring 0277609644. Marrying a second wife, dear, a year, well, obedient no, but 0277609644. Call me direct. You want Mako Ginger Chips in America? 862-215-2007. Kai say MSP 30 or baby our VV Ubunsa Who the one young one, but Toby. The same number of America when Sabeke be pa, ama bibia akudi akoton ten to na yedi the one aka. Kai say, ye ka say MSP no ebi ewo UK sesia UK abonten so yedi biaba Palms African shop ewo Chelmsford we do na why you confuse her. Press 079 6011 8139 079 6011 8139. From Mrs. Yakase, we work UK, make makwe ginger chips and MSP 30. And now, if you be a figure, a Palms African shop. Upe we say, Fred in Sabeka. Want to be a Fred Sana Manuswa, Fred direct 0277 609 644. Nakai said, makwe ginger honey chips here. Obia. Madam was a buy, man banker, men corner me buy, and then I bring one children. Vic na kind letter my Lady Victory, it has say, I mean, shout. Single life, never boy a cheat, Eddie a blank crabbre, maybe a brother. So then you couldn't until chi noise on my walk, yeah, but your head don't ban on noise making. Yeah, you want a cheat, or Chinamia Duma. Na or my departure, the best baby, near Bay, dear said, a fata. But you show who ye share now will be on fast 6 and you 9. Also share 2 and 9 and you be at 6. Bobrapa, the Yasima one, Bobrapa, and on your Pia 4. Men you be at them, men will be beer, the young Kupungi. Much did in a car, Sufra on Yame, say on wow, a Yame pa, Debbie, a be a Demina say a view. Say mobile, single life. Me do why? For day. Good night.
I'm super excited about this ginger chips. Ain't it a whoopee? Ginger chips at me power chow. Say enye mape ginger chips dear. And then I worry. And it is something say you were in powdered form like this. Ain't it say we will be out green tea to send me near me green tea and I may be egum. Na se me pese me munch on something so any me saka no na marry. Would you wouldn't share no? Google about ginger and you see the health benefit of ginger. But need just some say the organic honey and I come and I get mape ginger chips myself. So America, it comes in a pouch like this. Into more American yina move to me afre
862-215-2007.
Good. Ofra, you be deliver. Get your more kama. So we Ghana and so be patch of free.
0277-609-644.
Mape ginger chips, dear. OBA here. I'm super excited about this ginger chips. Ain't it a whoopee? Ginger chips at me power chow. Say enye mape ginger chips dear. And then I worry. And it is something say you were in powdered form like this. Ain't it say we will be out green tea to send me near me green tea and I may be egum. Na se me pese me munch on something so any me saka no na marry. Would you wouldn't share no? Google about ginger and you see the health benefit of ginger. But need just some say the organic honey and I come and I get mape ginger chips myself. So America, it comes in a pouch like this. Into more American yina move to me afre
862-215-2007.
Good. Ofra, you be deliver. Get your more kama. So we Ghana and so be patch of free.
0277-609-644.
Mape ginger chips dear. OBA here.
Yare yo, yare yas. Obi benya wana fi yare. Yamfa yare nsu nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy, we are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055-000-5077. 055-000-5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support.